Hey y'all, how's it going? Does everything sound good today? How you doing? I see Feral Dalek is here, and Lord Bowser. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing all right. It's Monday. I had a very relaxing weekend, and now I'm here. And we're gonna do some viewer levels. Everything sounds fine. Good, good, okay. I worry a little bit that it's possible because I'm unplugging the mic between streams that it might get confused and switch from one mic to the wrong one. But it doesn't seem to have done that today. Fantastic. Hey, this is the right mic. Before we get started, I want to tell you about some new stuff, some updates here. As far as it pertains to new viewer level business. That's right. There's some new stuff that I have introduced as far as the 7 Life Challenge and subscriber heads go. You know, the extra heads you get during the lightning round for being a subscriber or during the 7 Life Challenge. First off, the 7 Life Challenge is now replaces your level in the queue. So no longer will someone be able to redeem that and then jump to the top of the queue. They will have to redeem it when it is their turn, or they'll have to wait until it is their turn until the actual 7 Life Challenge begins. I think this will make things a bit more fair. Second, during the 7 Life Challenge, there will be a 20-minute timer, and let me show you what that would look like. So let's say we were in the 7 Life Challenge, right? Let's say we were in the 7 Life Challenge. Let's say we had some heads up. By the way, there are new heads. There are new heads. They are now fully randomized, the heads. Or they will be. Check out those Bowser heads. They're quite lovely. I love that the one Bowser is just literally a guy in a mask. I think that's very good. Anyway, there'll be a 20-minute timer. It'll look something like this during the 7 Life Challenge, and when that runs out, it'll become what I call do or die, which basically means that after 20 minutes, one life is all we got. We die and it's over. I want to make that a little more fair and a little more in line with the 15 minutes everyone else gets just for waiting their turn, and I want to make it so that the 7 Life Challenge is still a steal. It's still really good, but it doesn't get you that much more airtime than just waiting your turn. So I feel like these changes will be really good for the folks. The other thing is there's new heads. Let me get those down. You see there's the Bowser heads. And by the way, the randomization works lovely. So here's how randomization works. I get a thing and then I hit a button and I hit another button and then I pull down the thing and it's randomized. Hey X-Cube, how you doing? X-Cube and Paul, I see y'all. So I can just continue doing it. And by the way, there are some heads in there that are not Mario related, but they are weighted to be more unlikely. So from now on, you don't have to choose your head anymore. And there's the other new Mario head. It's Princess Peach. Princess Peach was a little hard to do because she has hair, and that hair goes a little bit low, and it's a little hard to make that fit properly in the box, because all the other heads just end at the neck, Um, like I can just why don't we just step through all the heads? You're wondering if you should resubmit your bomb level? I don't know, man. Use your best judgment. Let me just step through some of these random heads. There's Toadette, obviously. There's the Bowser's. There's Mega Man is in there. And there's one more new one, which is also unlikely as Mega Man and Simpsons, which is just extra Marios. They're the extra Marios, folks. So those are all the new heads that you could get if you were a sub or if you were to do the 7 Life Challenge during the lightning round. The extra heads are during the lightning round, of course. So that's going to be nice. It's going to mean that I don't have to necessarily ask the people, what head do you want? Because it's all going to be random now. Isn't that lovely? Don't they look nice? I think my favorite is the new Bowser head. New Bowser head is fantastic. Let me try to get to that again. There we go. Those heads are fantastic. The one on the right, the Bowser heads on the right, that is from Facelift. It is the Facelift Bowser, like, neutral pose from Mario Party Superstars. And the one on the left is, of course, just a guy in a Bowser mask. You can see his human face in there. It's very good. Anyway, that, I think, does it for channel updates. I think these changes are very nice, and should mean that it's very nice and fair. And also, we don't have to slow down to ask, like, do you want Peach? Do you want Toadette? Toad, etc. It's all random. It's all random from here on out. Alright, let's get these down. We're not doing the 7 Life Challenge now. We're doing the regular part of the stream, where I play levels for 15 minutes or more, depending. Let me tell you how this works if you don't know. Let me say this up top, how this works. Default, by the way, Feral Dalek is up. Feral Dalek said that's awesome pretty recently, so Feral Dalek is here. Let me tell you how this works. If you are here when your level comes up, I play your level and I give you the full time of day. If you are not here, I will still play your level, but I will do so in very nearly but not quite sudden death, which means I will only get 2 tries refreshing a checkpoint to beat your level. 2 tries, and that's it. So keep that in mind. That's the stakes. That's the rules. That's how we do things. I think it's pretty fun and pretty fair. Snowy Night speedrun. I guess I don't know what happens like, if someone were to do a 7 Life Challenge, but not while they were available. You know, and when their turn came up, they weren't here. I guess we'll find out eventually how that works. By the way, again, the way the 7 Life Challenges work now is they upgrade your position in the queue. You submit your maker code, and when your level comes up, instead of a level, it'll be a super world. That's how that will work going forward. Just to be a little bit more fair to people who get in the queue first. Snowy Night speedrun, 30 seconds. A short and fun speedrun that has some basic and new ideas. New ideas, that's nice. Let's put 15 minutes on the clock and let's go. Again, 15 minutes and then 5 last tries if that's not enough. That is what you get if you are here. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if I need to, like, slide. No, okay, jumping is wrong. This is your first speedrun level, so apologize for rough edges. I understand. Am I supposed to, like, propel myself off these things? Am I supposed to, like... Let me try running. No, not like that. Huh. Try to figure it out. I don't mind tips, by the way, if you want to help out. You don't do anything for the second munchies. You mean, like, after the first ones, right? Not counting these ones. These are not... When you say the second ones, you mean, the ones after this, right? Gotcha. I feel like all I'm supposed to do is use my momentum to just, like, propel myself forward. But it's funny because this, you know, it doesn't work in this case. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it works fine. You could always consider, like, doing some indicators and stuff. That's always just a good idea for this sort of level. It's funny if you hit the button too... That needs to be a spin jump. If you hit the button too soon, it, or like at the wrong time, you end up climbing the vines instead of going to the door. A little bit of a trick to it there. You know, I think just, like, first impressions. A few more indicators I think would be helpful, you know? This is before you knew about indicators? Gotcha, so this was a while ago then, you mean. Gotcha, I thought it might be, When you said it was your first, I didn't think you meant, you know, like, historically speaking. I guess you've done others since then. Shit. Also, by the way, tonight, after the viewer levels, will be more TTYD, Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario. We are going into the train chapter, and that's what we're gonna do after we do some viewer levels. There we go, we got in first time there. 1, 2, oh, fuck me! I timed up. Okay. Look forward to all that. Not like the TV show. Y'all know all that TV show on Nickelodeon back in the day. You're back from an ad. Shaha! I made it through. Shit. Fuck. You really have to get through before time runs out there. Or else you're kind of fucked. By the way, as is said on the bottom of the screen, there is still a sub goal for a watch party of oh. Bad Grandpa, Jackass Presents. I hear the movie is fun, and I'd love to watch it with y'all sometime. Young me had some nerve, adding those vines next to the door. I know, right? Real dick move. Very nice little troll there. I'll give you credit, that is I don't want to say original, but it is a very devious, bit of fuckery. Especially since you're all slippery and shit. 1, 2. No! Dang it! We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Why did I spin jump there? I know, right? It was so close. It was so close. Oh. Nice thing about having this mic be the microphone situation is technically I could take off these headphones at any time, unlike before where, you know, they had the mic on it. I could just be like, you know, sitting around with my ears open to the world or whatever the fuck. Come on, here we go. There we go. Motherfucker! God damn it! Fuck! That was, again, so damn close. Okay, gotta give it a second for the bomb to explode. We're learning. Hey, that's the important thing here. We're always learning new things and figuring it out one thing at a time. I was seeing some people talk about the new tag system and basically saying, like, it kind of makes it, like, searching for stuff a lot harder, actually. But I think there are, like, applications of it, and I think people are figuring out. You're, like, a half second from the end? Fucking damn it. People are figuring out the new tag system. You know, I've seen some interesting applications. I was watching, someone I follow on Twitch earlier today, and she was doing a race, and apparently everyone in the race was using the same tag, and, you know, that makes it very easy to find, like, everyone in that race. Very... easy to imagine how that can be used. You know, for like events and stuff. Like, hell, for some reason I can't add tags anymore. They just aren't there for you to pick. Really? Huh. You mean in, you don't, let me clear, I mean the Twitch tags. But yes. GG's indeed. We got, I dropped my phone. Thank you for the level, Feral Dalek. That was quite good. You know, for a first speedrun, I think you did a good job. I would say that, like, the gold standard for speedrunning is 20 seconds. I would say that for a reason, but it wasn't that bad. We were able to get through it with enough tries. Anyway, let's put in complete on that and hit next. Lord Bowser. It was made in 2019. Wow. 7/21. Was that... When was launch day? 7/21. Well, I know that I put up a course on launch day, so... I should be able to look back and see what it was. Let me get that timer down, by the way. Let me see my own. Yeah, that was, like a month after release, looks like. It was released at the end of June, and that was towards the end of July. Very nice. It's time for Bowser Jr. World Switch New. The Super World of Lord Bowser. Let's go. Let's see, right here. Throat's a little bit sore, but it's alright. Let's do it. Putting 15 minutes on the clock. And we going. I think there are just, what, 2 levels left? 2 levels left. Not a lot. With any luck, we would have gotten through it last time, but it was a little bit of a busy and very short stream. Ended it earlier than I was expecting because streamer that I intended to watch. By the way, can you hear me? Is everything good? This volume seems a little bit loud on my end. Let me know if you can't hear me or anything. Anyway, thought that the streamer was going to maybe unpackage something that I had sent in, but turned out hadn't gone to the P.O. box, so that didn't happen on Friday. Could have just kept on streaming a bit longer, but it's okay. Nothing's wrong with a slightly shorter stream. And we did see a bunch of nice viewer levels anyhow that day. It's also unfortunate that, you know, that after that raid, yes, it's very nice level design. Like the underwater area here. Okay. This is a very well designed, like, underwater fortress you got going. Sort of pushes you along with the fire bars. Very nice. Very nice. This is the last castle? Huh. Well, what's the final level gonna be then if this is the last castle? I wonder. One of the dangers with raiding big streamers is you don't know if they're gonna actually have if the raid alert is gonna go off or not. And it didn't in our case. But still, you know, I had a good night on Friday. Good weekend, overall. To bring up one of them cards with stuff to discuss on it. This one says, I finished The Wire. Fuck. Over the weekend, I went ahead and I finished watching The Wire, which I've been watching for mostly the first time. The last week or two. That show is pretty fucking good. I will say I don't think it's like as good as some of my favorite series of all time, you know, like Breaking Bad or The Sopranos, as far as like dramas go. You're about to find out? Yeah, I guess. But it does a good job of like exploring the subject matter and like saying a lot about policing and like bureaucracy and all that shit. It's a goddamn good show with a lot of important things to say. You know, like after I finished, I pulled up quite a few clips of The Wire on YouTube, just like scenes such as you know, the job will not save you. Do I like Better Call Saul? I haven't watched the last couple seasons of Better Call Saul. After one of the seasons took like 3 years to get onto Netflix, which meant that I was a little late on getting to it. And once it came up, I just somehow didn't find the time to actually get into it. I hear everyone says it's great, you know. Well, except for my parents. My parents aren't into it. They're telling me like, fucking, they don't know. They don't get it. They're not as into it as everyone else is on the internet, and I'm not sure where I would land either. You know, I kind of hear, I at the point where I was hearing like, you know, like, oh, they got Gale back, and he is setting up the lab, the drug lab. I'm just like, okay, well, I kind of know what the deal is with that. I mean, they see it in Breaking Bad, so I don't know why exactly that's important. I feel like my feeling of Better Call Saul when I stopped watching, or when I left where I left it, was that the Mike Ehrmantraut parts and the Saul Goodman parts were like so separated and so like different from each other, and they weren't exactly intersecting yet. I really didn't get it. Really didn't get like what they were going for. I feel like it just feels like fan service to me, and that's kind of a turn off. But hey, maybe if I were to see it through, eventually those plot threads will run into each other. Eventually, maybe, you know, like the end of Game of Thrones, except good. That's sort of like the promise, isn't it? People are saying it's really good, so I'm assuming that the plot threads must run into each other at some point. The lawyer stuff and the private eye stuff must intersect and become one story rather than two. I don't know. Though what I was told, I was talking to my parents, and they say like, no, those two stories don't matter anymore. It's all about Nacho now. Or whatever. It's all about a third dude who is kind of the focus of the show right now. And I'm like, what? It's called Better Call Saul. Should be about Saul, right? Or maybe Mike Ehrmantraut, I don't know. I should probably watch it at some point. I mean, I just watched through all of The Wire, so I can, if I can occasionally find the time to actually to do it, but you know, but I just haven't yet. All right, let's see the next level. Enough talk about The Wire. The Wire is great. The Wire is great. I think my favorite season, season 4. My least favorite season is season 5. And not to say the season 5 is bad or nothing, just that it's a little silly. It's a little silly, the whole business with the serial killer. And it's also the most, like, corrupt. Glower rating with a party of 61. Hey, Glower, how you doing? Hope that de-rusting went well. Thank you for the follow, Jayhawk. How you doing? Folks, let me tell you what we're doing here today. Y'all just dropping in. We're doing viewer levels. Mario Maker 2 viewer levels. I got some new things today, such as when I do Mario Maker viewer levels, I do a thing called the lightning round at the end. And during the lightning round, hello Jayhawk. During the lightning round, subscribers get 2 extra heads, and these extra heads also come up during the 7 life challenge as well. During that, let me pull that up. What I mean to say is that 2 things. One, there are new heads, new extra heads. I just added these Bowser heads, which I think are very good. I also added Peach heads, and also they are randomized now. So I hit a few buttons, and well, it was the same this time. I hit a few buttons, and it'll be something else randomly, including, at an unlikely chance, something not Mario related. See, their Mega Man came up. Sudden urge to play TTYD. Hell yeah, that's what we're doing later. After these viewer levels, I'm gonna play some TTYD. I've been replaying it on the stream, and I'm about to go into chapter 6, the train. That'll be fun. B Neil, thank you for the level. Fantastic. Let me get all this shit down. We're not in that point. Let me tell you how this works. As far as, like, levels. By the way, Neko Che did some emotes. Neko Che is here, good. The way that this works is, if you're here when your level comes up, I will play your level and give it the full time of day. Which means, outside the lightning round, 15 minutes plus 5 last tries if that's not enough. But, if you are not here, I will still play the level, but I will do so in very nearly, but not quite sudden death. Which means I will only have 2 tries to beat the level, refreshing at checkpoints. Train chapter is so fucking good. I know, right? I'm looking forward to it. That's a fun chapter. And also, you get the last of the, you get the super jump, the ultra boots, which is fantastic. I always love every power spike in a Paper Mario game, you know what I mean? When you go from doing 6 damage to doing 8 damage to doing 10 damage default, it's just fucking fantastic. Neko Chiem artist? Art? Yes. Not sure what that's about. Oh, hey, Christmas art and music. Level dedicated to my favorite holiday. Fantastic. Let's get in the Christmas spirits, folks. Alright, I'm going to put up a 15-minute timer, and we're going to go. I don't think we'll need the whole 15 minutes here, but you know, I like to set the timer anyhow. By the way, did you, before this stream, I was watching Glower's stream. Glower was doing Paper Mario reverse boss order. All cards reverse order, basically. And pretty interesting route. I always like the Paper Mario routes that do things in reverse, you know, or like take the chapters in the wrong order. It's part of what I've really enjoyed getting into the randomizer, the Paper Mario randomizer, is that every time the order in which you play the levels is completely different. By the way, there was some... I should have looked more closely at the art, shouldn't I, while I was jumping? Oh, look at this music! It's Christmas music. Let me give you a shout out, Glower, while you're, while this is in my mind. I'm Glower. Did you, show off that thing that happens, when you Lakitu, in the lava room after the run? I don't know, I wasn't there when, of course I wasn't there when you ended the run because I had to start my own stream. But, still kinda curious. There we go, that's a level, thank you. Merry Christmas to everyone, and a good night. What the fuck is it? And a merry good night and a jolly good night. Very nice. Let's see the next one. Everyone with the GGs, fantastic. Also, by the way, hey, we got a sub goal to watch Bad Grandpa. That'll be at a date to be determined. Whenever we meet it, we'll figure out a date after that. But, you know, it might be a Thursday, might be a Friday, it might be over the weekend. We'll see what makes sense for a watch party of Bad Grandpa. Let's see, next level. Let me put in complete, actually. Make sure that that one is cleared out. And next level. Next level is by X-Cube. Go ahead and confirm. That's right, 31 out of 40 levels completed for the Super World. I just uploaded my latest one the other day, Arsenal Antics, which has 13 likes, 36 plays, and also you see, hey, we passed 14,000. We do watch parties here. Yep, that's true. I just passed 14,000 likes on Mario Maker. It's funny. The last few days, there's been a big. I've hit a hot peak for one of these levels here. Babam Booties has been getting a lot of plays recently, which is nice. It was a little lower compared to the ones that were around it, so it's good to see it getting some love. I see it's still under 100, so that's interesting. You passed 16,000 likes? That's fantastic. You see here, like the last time I logged in, it had been played by 18 people and gained 3 likes, and the previous time, well, there's a lot of likes here to scroll through. Since the last stream, I've gained like over 100 likes, so I've been having a good run of it this weekend, I suppose. Some of my levels, look at that, 8 likes on what was that the other day? 8 likes on, yeah, that was on Sunday for Bomb Moonies. It might pass 100. It's having its hot period. Maybe it's in some sort of like popular list or something. Probably not like high of it on it at the rate it's going, but maybe like page 2 or something. I don't know. I always wonder when a level starts getting like dozens of plays all of a sudden, all at once. Is it like, you wonder, right? Like, did it hit the most popular list or something? Maybe. Not the first page anyway, but maybe the second, maybe the third. I don't know. Anyway, X-Cube is here. That's enough me talking about my own business. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, making progress in that super world. I initially at some point thought I might finish it this year, but the progress on the last 2 worlds have been going pretty slow, and hey, every level's gonna take the time it takes, right? To figure it out, to figure out what's fun, and to work out the mechanics. Banksy's minigame paradise. Let's go. Thank you, XQ, for the level. I legit didn't know you streamed. Yes. I get it. Yeah. I've been streaming, by the way. I've been streaming for like shit. I thought I was gonna. Fuck. I gotcha. A lot of people stream. There we go. We gotta come in at an angle. I think we're fucked. Been streaming since last November. Mostly Mario Maker, but I also do like full playthroughs and other fun stuff. It's kind of a fucking thing, isn't it? What was the clear rate on this? You're not fucked. Okay. The clear rate was pretty good. What? Okay. Also, I need to put the 15 minutes up. There we go. Audio? Was that audio? Ah! Oh, what? Oh! Oh, this is jokes. This is jokes. It looks like it's gonna be hard, but it's actually not hard. I got it. I got the thing. Okay. What's that say? Refresh. Reading is important. This is what's called a refreshing level, by the way. Typically, there's a lot more sound effects, but that's sort of a parody of that. I don't get refreshing. Spot! We need to spot the red one. It's on the right. Where is it? What? What? They're everywhere. Well, the red one was in every one of them, right? So... Oh, I thought we were dead for a second there. Jeez. Jeez. Spot the difference. Tannis. Tannis? What the fuck is Tannis? Oh, it's like tennis, but with That's funny. You got some funny goofs here. What? Speed? Speed. We gotta run. Uh-oh. That was very funny. Very good variety of little fucking tricks. You got me on most of them. Let's see. Let's leave a good stamp. I used to leave comments, but nowadays I just, you just leave stamps because... I don't know, like, sometimes you leave a comment, and then you get, like, an alert from Nintendo going like, hey, your comment has been deleted, and if you have too many more of those, you will be banned. And you just go, what the fuck? I guess don't leave constructive criticism or anything, ever, or else you'll just get reported and fucked. So, the safest way to do it is always to leave a stamp. Let's see, what are we saying? Speedrun! That's what we're saying. In honor of Glower, of course, Paper Mario speedrunner. Gotta say speedrun. Alright, I am adjusting in my chair. I am exiting, and I am going to hit complete. Good shit all around. Next level. It's from Paul Oh boy. This one is probably the one I'm thinking of. Is this the one from the last 2 streams, Paul? Oh boy, this one's a motherfucker, y'all. We'll see if we can get through it in the time allotted. I've had 2 tries at it, if it's the one I'm thinking of. But it is a motherfucker. That's right. It's this motherfucker again. 0 clears. 0 clears of good level followed by a bad level. That's... you said it, man. You said that. I didn't say that. 15 minutes on the clock, let's go. Here's what you gotta do here. You hold the bomb, and when the bomb turns red... No, what the fuck? Okay. When the bomb turns red, you throw it up, and that lets you break through the ceiling. I want you to try to make it through the first door. You know, I would also like to make it through as many doors as there are. Grab the thing, and watch the bomb. Okay. That was nearly not good, but it was fine. Gonna make the hole in the floor a more convenient hole. This time, we go downwards for a bit. And the way I like to do it is just by dropping bombs. I feel like it's a little safer than going down there myself. Since if I were to accidentally break too many bombs, I would end up with no way back. You get that guy out of the way, make sure we're not busting up the floor here. If we bust up this floor, we might be pretty fucked, basically. Because then, these bombs, we're not going to be able to get them up here because there's no floor. Was that the bottom one? It sounded pretty promising. Yep, okay, good. This is the part that we've gotten to before, countless times, and have failed on. So let's go, let's go. Multiple layers of things. 2 layers done. 3 layers done. Up. There we go. Alright, fuck. We've gotten through to this part, which I don't think we've seen before, so let's fucking see. Ah! Fuck! Damn it. Okay. You're getting better? Thank you. We nearly made it to the door, I think. Nearly made it to a door. Let me show you something that I do these days. When I want to talk about something, I'll make a note and I'll put it on a card, and I have a hotkey that'll bring up a card that will remind me about what that thing is. Bring one of them up right now. Ba-bam! I've been rewatching many anime, just in general, and I finished rewatching 4 of them yesterday. I had a bunch of them that were on like 11 of 12, and I went ahead and I did all of them in a row. And those 4 were Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, Girlish Number, Scum's Wish, and Mitsuboshi Colors. Those 4 animes are fantastic, and why don't I talk about them for a minute while I am playing this frustrating level. Those yellow blocks above the lava get progressively wider apart. When you say, when you say progressively, I worry that there are gonna be more layers of it. You know, they get wider apart than what we were seeing. First one, Oh Maidens, is a fantastic, like, coming-of-age romance anime about teenage girls struggling with, you know, romance and sex for the first time in their lives. And it's really good romantic comedy. You know, and I feel like the thing that's, for me, that's most interesting about it would be the difference of, like, outcome for the 5 main characters. You know, there are ones of them that enter into... Fuck! Trying to talk about anime while I'm playing. That's not a good idea. There are ones of them that enter into romantic relationships, you know, basic romantic stuff. Very, very well executed, though, with good payoffs and some very big romantic moments. There's other ones that enter into profoundly unhealthy relationships that you just feel really uncomfortable about. And there's others of them that just, you know, go on a couple bad dates and say, ah, fuck this shit. Boys, what the fuck. Not for me, maybe. And I think it's really well done in, like, handling the wide cast and doing a good job really pondering and really getting all thoughtful over its subject matter. Fantastic anime, Oh Maidens. Second one is Girlish Number, which is a voice actress anime. It's about a voice actress, or a bunch of newcomer voice actress, I suppose, but mainly one of them, who is a fantastic little shit. She is just an incredible little brat, and she is so likable. All she wants to do is to be popular without working so hard. And what is more relatable than that, I ask you? She's just a fantastic lead, and the show is very fun. Did we make the whole? Yes, we did. Scum's Wish is another romance anime, more of a drama, about a bunch of... It starts off with two characters who have unrequited crushes that they feel are beyond their grasp, and they sort of decide to serve as each other's replacements. And it gets more complicated and fucked up from there, and sort of escalates at a pace that is really good. You know, each episode introducing new characters who, you know, have, you know, it's not so much a love triangle as it's just like a love web, you know, a romantic web of just like increasing complexity and increasing like romantic tensions. Really good shit. Would recommend it. And Mitsubishi Colors is a lighthearted slice of life about like 3 10-year-olds who run around the city trying to protect it, and they are full of energy and get up to like some ridiculous schemes. It's very good. The thing I like most about Mitsubishi Colors is that there is a cop in their town named Saito, and they treat him with such incredible contempt. It is incredible. Just like, they hate his guts. they call him shit to his face. It's very good. That's a very fun, lighthearted show, and finished all 4 of them last night. And then, yeah, it's good. Just to have all those things off my docket, you know? Like, I'm always working through, rewatching or watching a lot of anime, and to clear up my slate like that means guess I'm free to watch, you know, more shit. Also, because I'm not watching The Wire anymore, I'm free to watch, like, other stuff now. After I decided to watch a couple shows that I haven't watched in ages, that I have had in my backlog for forever, like, I have watched 4 episodes before of Flying Witch, and watched another episode last night after, I don't know when the last time I watched an episode of Flying Witch. It might have been like 2019 or something, or 2018, the last time I watched an episode of that. I do remember what happens with it. She's a witch, she flies. It's kind of a nice, light, healing anime, no drama. Just some light fun. I died again, by the way. And again. So, you know, I'm sort of trying to go ahead and get some stuff that I'm watching for the first time done now. That's sort of what I'm planning on focusing on when I have time for anime. And that should be fun. I'm also working through anime I have seen. I've been working on. Kind of a big anime. It's Kuroko's Basketball. Kuroko's Basketball. Fantastic. Well, I say fantastic. Pretty good series. I don't think you know what I'll say? I don't like it nearly as much as Haikyuu, but it's pretty good, and I'm working through it. I'm in the middle of season 2 of that right now, and I understand it. I think it is a complete show, so once I get through that, there's just a couple of movies, and then it's done. Speaking of movies, why don't I pull up the next thing, which I think is movie-related? No, it's not. It's Thursday plans. Okay, shit. Bunch of games are coming out Thursday, Wednesday. Wednesday or Thursday, like Roller Drum is coming out on Wednesday. And Kirby is coming out Thursday. And my plan for Thursday is to check out all those new games, including the Splatoon Splatfest or whatever, the technical demo of Splatoon 3. That'll be on the plans for Thursday. Just all 3 of those things in a row. Should be fun. Nearly to the point at which we got last time, which is fantastic. I panicked there. That was not the move. Anyway, that's the plans for Thursday. Look forward to that. I would love it if y'all tuned in. Came by. Whatever. Okay. Get through here. I don't want this guy. Whatever I do, if this guy destroys the ground right here, I am fucked because there's no way. There'll be no way to get the bomb up to the place where it needs to go fast enough to do the thing. If, like, this ground right here were to be destroyed. This ground right here that I'm standing on right here. Right there. Okay, good. Let's see if we can keep our thing. I wonder if we're gonna get it like a second level power up if we were to stay big. Fuck that. Get through. There we go. Let's find out, shall we? Ah! Okay. Thought I was fucked there. Okay, we won't be finding out. It's fine, though. This might be a little difficult to get through. It's just a mushroom at the top? Okay. Fuck. I think I have one more card here. When did y'all realize everything wasn't everywhere? I was thinking about this the other day. I was watching a YouTube video, basically talking about like, oh, did you know how you might assume that every city is very different, but actually a lot of cities are very the same. It's kind of a bullshit video though, because like the things that were the same were like, oh, did you know that this chain restaurant, it's not just Toronto, it's in like cities across the thing. And I look at it and I say like, well, no Texas cities though, and that's where I am. So also it kind of just looks like an off-brand spaghetti warehouse, which is kind of a local thing, was a local thing. Unfortunately, spaghetti warehouse closed like during the pandemic, so that doesn't actually exist in Texas anymore. But anyway, like I was saying, for me it wasn't the case where I thought my city was super unique. In fact, every time I've learned that like something has been unique to my region, here in Texas too. I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth. Where are you at? McKinney, specifically. Whenever I've learned that something was like specifically local, it's been a surprise to me. Like, I remember I was in like my family, my relatives, a lot of them are in New York, and I was visiting them one time, and I was like, oh, you know Spaghetti Warehouse? And they were like, no, I don't know Spaghetti Warehouse. I was like, what? Turns out Spaghetti Warehouse, you know, largely a Texas thing, though of course nowadays it's closed. You know, I didn't know that about Whataburger either. Like when I found out I was doing like a, you know, you remember Drawception? I did a Drawception of Whataburger, and I think that a lot of people just didn't know it, turned out, which surprised me. You know, I was like, oh shit, I guess people just don't know Whataburger. Maybe they know now, maybe more people now know Whataburger since people talk that shit up all the time. It's a really good burger, so it makes sense to talk it up. There are 2 levels in the queue currently. Also, by the way, I'll tell you, there is a channel point incentive for a 7 life challenge, which is to say, I go as far as I can get into your super world, as far as I can get on 7 lives. That has been modified a little bit. Nowadays, now, after these changes, two changes. One, it upgrades your position in the queue. So, you know, instead of it activating immediately and you getting your turn right away, you have to wait until it's your turn now, in general, which I think will help with, you know, I want to be fair when I'm doing these viewer levels, make sure that I'm giving everyone, you know, the time of day and, making sure that, if y'all wait, you know, no one gets in ahead of you that hasn't waited as long, basically. That's what this change will do. The other thing is that the 7 Life Challenge now has a time limit of 20 minutes, after which it goes to do or die, at which point 1 death ends it, basically. I think these changes will make it a little more fun, a little more fair, and it'll make it easier to wait through if you are, you know, waiting for your turn patiently. The timer is up, which means we go to last tries. Again, 5 last tries to beat the level. We'll see what we can do. And should this one count? Let's go ahead and count this one. I feel like we got most of the time left here. It's 5 last tries, and by the way, that does refresh at checkpoints. So if we were to get to a checkpoint, that would refresh us up to 5. Though with a level like this, we'll see if we get to the checkpoints. We'll see what we can do from there. I have my doubts. We can get it done. I'm already fucked. Oh, good. Okay, shit. For me, it was always just finding out things were local was the surprise, not that finding things weren't everywhere. Like, hell, there was even one thing I found out really recently that's only local. I didn't know that, no checkpoints? Okay. Just doors. Okay, that's... I'm not gonna say that's great, but it is what it is. It's good to know. I didn't know until very recently that, that Brahms was a local thing. In fact, it's very local. What I hear, Brahms, by the way, it's a, sort of an ice cream place and, like, grocery store that sells, really, really fucking good ice cream. That's like, you know, it's custom made, basically. It's like store brand ice cream, right? And, it's really fucking good and absolutely worth the trip to go to it, even if it's a little farther away. And, I was surprised to find out recently that, like, yeah, Brahms, it just doesn't exist outside of, like, a refrigerated van's drive, a refrigerated truck's drive of the farms that make the ice cream. You know, the farms that have the cows that make the ice cream and make the milk and make the dairy products that they sell. Which is really interesting if you think about it, right? That they're... want to make sure that if we end up... Really interesting if you think about it, right? That they literally have their own cows, have their own things. And, okay. There we go. We got it. I only learned recently that it was the case, you know? I guess I always assumed that Brahms was everywhere, that Brahms was like Dairy Queen. That's just like, yeah, everyone knows Dairy Queen, everyone knows Brahms. Those are the 2 ice cream places. I guess like Pinkberry would be the 3rd one? Question mark? I don't know. Pinkberry is a brand that to me seems like it's mostly at airports, but I feel like that's one of the 3 that I have like familiarity with. What ice cream places do y'all know that would like strike you as like the top ice cream places? Is there something I'm forgetting? Nearly died there. Is there something I'm forgetting as far as ice cream goes? I guess you could count like there are some places that are a little like borderline ice cream places. Like you could count like a Steak and Shake as ice cream. Cold Stone Creamery, that's right. Okay, yeah, I do know Cold Stone Creamery. I had it at last time I went to Universal Studios, which was I went to Universal Studios like pretty recently. I've been there a bunch of times in the last few years. Universal Studios, very good. But Baskin Robbins, okay, yeah, that's another place I've definitely heard of Baskin Robbins, yeah. I don't know I've actually been to Baskin Robbins. actually. I assume it's the same deal where they sell, like, the same thing you can get, like, at a Target, right? You know, they just sell their products. Brahms is interesting in that you can't get them at Target. The only place you can get them is their own store. Marble Slab. I don't know Marble Slab. Amy's Ice Cream. Don't know that one either, actually. I think we're good. Yep. Alright, we got 3 tries left. You haven't heard of Brahms? Yeah, like I said, it's like it doesn't exist outside of a radius around their farms, which I think is in like Oklahoma or something. So like it's in parts of Texas, parts of all of Oklahoma, parts of Kansas, but not like every part of Kansas, right? Not like every part of Texas. I guess like places like DFW and such are lucky to be in that. Fuck. Be in that ring, you know? I would say that, like, Brahms is definitely my favorite to go. If I... That was a quick life. Last life, folks. One left, and then we'll be getting to the rest of these here levels. We have made it farther than we ever have. I think we can be proud of that, but there's apparently, I think, so much to go. So much to go. Mushroom. Okay. Fuck. Well, whatever. I love Brahms's peppermint ice cream. That's their best flavor, and no one else does peppermint quite like they do. Like, that is an incredibly good peppermint. Absolutely worth going there just for peppermint ice cream and stocking up on like 4 quarts of peppermint ice cream whenever I go. I like the... Whoa! Okay, we're okay. I like every other, like, as far as, like, other flavors go, I think, like, vanilla anywhere else is just fine. Ben & Jerry's is your fave? Gotcha. They make the little tiny things, right? But they have such a breadth of flavors that, that's their strength. Yeah, I gotcha. Personally, whenever I get ice cream, I like, You already through? Fuck! That was the last try. Thank you for the level. Jerry's half-baked ice cream. Hey, Trebucket, how's it going? I'm quitting out. Thank you for the level, Paul. It was, hellish, as it has been the previous times. Good tries, indeed. Let's, see the next level here. Next level is from Lord Bowser. Lord Bowser, go ahead and confirm. While Lord Bowser is confirming, why don't I pull up my own course real fast that I've been working on. This is the next level. It is called Cold Ice Comet. You see, my next world is a outer space world. You just watched the Better Call Saul finale. Time to finish off the last level of Lord Bowser's Superworld. That's true. That's very true. Hell yeah. Let's go to the World Maker rather than the World Maker loader. The next world... What the fuck? Keep my super world loaded, game. Come on. Rumbling. The next world is this one right here, which is a space world, and you can see I've used the these like water, desert, and snow balls to make little asteroids of each theme, or like comets. This first one is Cold Ice Comet. I'm thinking like something for Meteor. I'm trying to find like a desert world a desert word that starts with M. The best I have is Mirage. an aquatic asteroid, which will be a water level. But the first one up that I'm working on now is Cold Ice Comet. What I want to do for this level, let me get the tries left down since that's no longer relevant. What I want to do this level is I want there to be sliding, I want there to be Lakitus, and I'm experimenting with a bunch of other stuff as well. Like, what if there were snowballs and running under these guys, or like maybe snowballs come out of blocks and then you push them around. Maybe you'll get like a spike hat, and I think that would be fun with these guys. You know, you could get under them and just kill them from below. Another thought I had is like, what if this was a downward vertical level with 2 shafts? Which I think isn't a bad idea, but I don't think it's really viable because if you can see, you sort of go past those guys faster than they can start throwing guys down on you, which is a little shit. So I think I'm gonna need to delete this thing here and make it so that you go all the way left and all the way right repeatedly as you descend through the very cold comet. And maybe there'll be parts where you ascend as well instead, like something like this. Well, maybe not. This isn't quite that scary actually. Again, because these guys, turns out Lakitus, they don't go to the sides of the screen. So if you just stand here, they will never come over to you. They just go around the middle repeatedly. Anyway, experiments are starting. This is like very, very early brainstorming stage. Very, very early brainstorming for this this next level. Folks, let's finish off Lord Bowser's Super World. Pull that up right now. Let's see here. This is the last level of the Super World. World 8, level 5 of World 8. 178 people have gotten this far. We'll be the 179th, I suppose. Let's go. Ooh. 15 minutes on the clock, as per normal. Let's go. Looks like we're facing a boss right away. Sort of a boss, more of a auto-scroll challenge level where we're asked to avoid some things. Time to fight. What's the looks like you got some stars there. Was that intentional stars, or did something get censored? If it's a slur, that would explain it, but I don't know why you would do a slur. I killed Bowser! There we go, Bowser's been killed. Was it... I do have the option set up to like, ah, fuck, it's Big Bowser! Oh, fuck me. Okay. Nope, not going under him like that.
Oh, no.
Okay. Did we get a checkpoint? Or do we have to just fight all the bosses in a row? Okay, there's a checkpoint. Get this thing. What we want to do here, I think I know what we gotta do. We want to do. Stand behind the motherfucker. And this way he will fire his fireballs and break this wall. And then we'll pass through it. Cool. I can kill this guy right now. Come on, dude. Get a little closer. Okay. There we go. Fuck you, dude. We killed him. That wasn't, I think that might have been a little bit of cheese. As in fact a soft lock. We cannot kill Bowser. Okay, lesson learned, lesson learned. Do not kill Bowser until the appointed hour to kill Bowser. Good to know. Why do you even give you that switch though, then? Not sure why that switch is even there. Oh, you gotta disable it so that Bowser can get through. Now that makes sense. I like how scroll lock is part of this level. Do I have to like lure him forward or something?
Oh, no.
Okay, no, he'll come after me. He'll come after me. Bowser is so beefy. Yes, he is a big boy. You gotta have a Bowser fight for the end of your Super World. I feel like that kind of just... Personally, I think that goes without saying, right? Like, final battle, gotta be against Bowser. Without, needless to say, the end of my Super World also ends with a Bowser fight. Well, there are, I guess, two endings, technically. This world that I'm working on, Koopaverse, technically does end with a Bowser fight. But it is not the final level in not the final world, technically. It's only World 7. The way that it will work is, it's sort of like, any percent versus 100% in my Super World, right? Like, if, the 7th world is, if the 7th world is, the Flying Crocodile, DKC2, then the 8th world is the Lost World. You know, it's sort of a bonus world. And in fact, it is called Bonus Biome, is the name of the 8th world. That's right, World 8 Bonus Biome. Kind of on the nose, isn't it? Okay, I think I have an idea what we need to do here. Come on, buddy. I like how... That's great. That's great. One more little Bowserino fight. Oh, this time I just need to fucking put shells into him. Over here. Well, don't worry. I have gotten a checkpoint. Time to throw the Koopa shells at Mario yell. That's right, this is, technically speaking, this is a bit of role reversal. Technically, I am Bowser Jr. Oh, that's nice. If you're coming through it here, it just gives you the thing. Wait. Can I not get a power-up since I came from the checkpoint? Wow, okay, shit. Well, we can do it. Oh, there we go. There's the power-up.
Oh, no.
Okay. Next time, we got it. We got it. By the way, hopefully the sound sounds nice. I just got these new microphones. This is a Blue Yeti. Courtesy of the support from y'all. You know, got a payout recently. Big first Twitch affiliate payout. And it was quite lovely.
Oh, no.
And it was quite nice to see that that money in my bank account. You know, I was looking at it the other day going like, oh shit, there it is. There's the Twitch money. I got money from Twitch. I don't think legally you can say how much it was, but it was a bunch. And yeah, those new microphones covered. So thank y'all for all the support. It's been a hell of a couple months here. You know, July was super good for me. Hitting some real nice, you know, new thresholds, new highs. I hit 300 during July. I got, you know, I got the emotes unlocked during July. Though, admittedly, I did have to do a couple of gifts to the community in order to get that done. But still, got more subs than I've ever had in the last month. Not even counting my own. And it's been fantastic. All the support and shit. It takes a lot of shells to kill this guy, huh? My plan for when I do it, it's gonna be giant Koopa shells that you have to throw at him or like send it his way. And it'll be set up so that you have to pass under him in order to get to the next one. They'll all use an on-off in a fancy manner in order to make it toggle one way then the other. I think with big shells, it's like fewer. 14 small shells. There we go, folks. We have killed Bowser. What did that say? N-I-S is the last letters. I cannot decipher what it must have said. It must have said something. Thanks. Thank you. Look at that. Very nice to spell. Always good to spell things in coins. I think that's always just a winning move. Thank you for playing. That's right. He defeated Mario and helped Bowser Jr. save his family from the evil Mario. Look at that, we did it. Don't worry, that's normal. That's supposed to happen.
Mario #1.
We've done it. Very good Super World. Very good Super World, Lord Bowser. Full of very fun levels, and I like how you stuck to the theme of, well, mostly 100-second levels similar to New Super Luigi U. Let's see. I think beat it is the only thing we can say here. We beat it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you for coming by and giving me your levels week in, week out so that we could make it all the way to the end here. Double thumbs up from me. Let me get that timer down. You know what I think it is time for? You know what I think it is time for? By the way, there's still... If y'all want to get your levels in, now is a great time because it is time for... It's time for... You know what it's time for, folks. It's time for the lightning round. That's right. During the lightning round, I only have 5 tries to beat every level. Refreshing at checkpoints and 7 for subs. Nice effect. Have you not seen this effect before, Tribucket? Let me show you that again. I'll show you the effect again. On account of, it's so cool. Look at that. That's the lightning round effect. You want to know where I got that? Well, I took a video of Paper Mario, like of the lightning effect hitting an enemy or something, or hitting Mario, I think actually, and I just went frame by frame and cut it out, and then I animated it based on the amount of frames each like lightning pattern was in there. That's the first time you've seen it? Wow. Well, you do tend to come in late, Tribucket. Anyway, it's a pretty cool effect. Marks off the start of the lightning round. Lord Bowser getting in another level. I guess we'll see what else you have besides your Super World now. The latest level. You've cleared 10 Super Worlds. I got a Koopa Hawaiian shirt. Well, I think we should wear that. By the way, whose level is next? Let me pull that up and get that in there. Next level is from Beanell. Beanell, go ahead and confirm. Again, like during the normal gameplay, like during the normal thing, if you're not here, we still do sudden death, which is not that different from the lightning round, except you only get 2 rather than 5 lives. It still refreshes at checkpoints, and everything else is still the same, basically. In fact, I can even switch between the 2 of them at will, without disrupting the lightning round. You see there during very nearly sudden death, the heads are baby Marios, which I think is quite fun. again, let me tell you, new thing this stream. For those who weren't here earlier, brand new thing. I now have randomization on the extra heads the subscribers get. So, you know, from now on, they can be like, there are 2 additional heads. There are a couple of new sets of heads that can appear, such as just extra Mario heads. Toadettes, those ones are old. But Bowser's new. Luigi is also old. Some not Peach is new. And there are some non-Mario ones in there as well, which also sometimes they can be a little desynced. The things. That's funny. I guess they got a little desynced there. I can fix that. See, sometimes it works. Sometimes it all lines up. The reason why the Marge head works a little differently is because it's a bit taller than everything else, so it had to be on its own roulette. And if the roulettes are desynced a little bit, they can be a little buggy. But don't worry, we'll finagle it. Hawaiian shirt. Look at that. That's nice. I'm in a Hawaiian shirt now. How do you like that? Benel's level is up next. 5 tries to beat it. Let's do our best here. KG2. And by the way, like I will always say, even if I cannot beat the level today, doesn't mean that it's wasted. Doesn't mean that you can't resubmit it. You can resubmit it another time, outside the lightning round or during the lightning round, or even you can even resubmit it right now if you want, if you were so inclined. So don't worry about like these levels being wasted or anything. No level is wasted here. It's all good, right? Try Clyde's Hideout. 4% completion rate. Feel like we stand a pretty good chance of getting through this, especially since it has a couple checkpoints as well. Let's go. What? Oh. Haha. We gotta throw this thing. Then not hold down the jump button. There we go. A little bit of a tiny puzzle there. Okay, follow the indicators here. We just need to take one of these and throw it. Oh, fuck. Oh, good, good. It gave us the thing. Gives us the thing. Lovely. The other change, by the way, that is new this time, for those who weren't here earlier, is that the 7 Life Challenge has been modified. Fuck. That's the first try. 7 Life Challenge has been modified a bit, in that from now on, you have to submit your world in the regular queue before the 7 Life Challenge, and it has to be your turn before you redeem it. So, you know, that'll make it a little bit more fair and make it so that you don't necessarily jump the queue anymore when you redeem a 7 Life Challenge, which I think is nice for those who have been waiting. That's second life. There are 2 checkpoints, so we just gotta make it to 1, and we'll be good. We'll be good. I still think we got this. Another thing that happens now during the 7 Life Challenge is that if we were to get to from now on, if 20 minutes, fuck. Hang on, I'm not screwed yet. I'm not screwed yet. Yes! Ha ha ha! Not screwed at all. Wait, that's screwed. Look at that. If we were to get to 20 minutes of 7 Life Challenge, basically, I would enable a thing where it becomes do or die. What is do or die? Well, during do or... Okay. Basically, I have this thing now that can appear, do or die, and do or die basically means that that one life will end it. And if a level were to go over, it would go to do or die. Basically, like go significantly over time. Which I think is good for keeping things moving and making sure that, you know, the people who are waiting get their turn in a timely manner. That's something I feel very strongly about, right? Like, I think it's important. Motherfucker. I think it's important that people get their turn. That I don't make them wait for too long. I know that's, you know... I know there are plenty of streamers that are just fine, like, you know, vamping or doing whatever, or playing the same level for an hour. Personally, I like to keep things moving, and I feel like it's, shit. That was the last try, too. Thank you for the level. God, we were... That room really threw us for a loop, huh? Next time we'll get it. Thank you for the level, B-Nell. I hope you will give me another chance at that eventually. You could even give me another chance at that tonight, if you so pleased. Next level is the latest level from Bowser, Lord Bowser. Let's go ahead and give this a look. Now, I'll say, Lord Bowser, since I've been going through your super world, I haven't seen a full-length level of yours. I'm wondering, is this going to be a full-length level? Like, you know, using all the real estate and not necessarily being on a 100-second timer? I feel like that's going to be interesting. Look at that, the world record is 2 minutes, so, and like, yeah, team traditional. If I were to be in a team, I would say team traditional or team Donkey Kong Country. One or the other. 5 tries on the board, let's go. I don't know if there is a team Donkey Kong Country, but my influences are often very much DKC. Like, that is always going to be my first influence as far as, like, you know, me wanting to design, like, what sort of level I want to make, right? Oftentimes I will look and be like, okay, what sort of DKC level have I not made? FNB. Don't know what that means. Oftentimes I will look and I say, okay, well, you know, I haven't made a Animal Antics type level yet. And, you know, soon enough, Arsenal Antics is completed. And, turned out really good. First name Butt is what Lord Bowser says. I like your use of bonsai bills and bullet bills here. It's nice. Gives you something to dodge. And, also stuff to jump on. That's, well... Yeah. And they come slowly enough that you can really just... Even if you're right near the top of the screen, you can get out the way. Really well put together, this level. I'm hoping that no bullet bill hits me right here where I'm standing. That would be bad, okay. Not quite where I was standing, but close. Nice, mellow, vertical auto-scroller. I think that vertical auto-scroll kind of works better than horizontal overall. Because in a lot of levels, it's easy to make such an auto-scroller where it's hard to get ahead of the hard to get ahead of the scroll. This level is easy to get ahead of the scroll and to end up having to wait, but you know, hey, it's still fun avoiding all this stuff and trying to get through clean, which I very much want to. No last power-up. Okay, cool. Here's a checkpoint. I guess because of the auto-scroll, the world record is pretty much constrained to that, right? Like, you can't go any faster than the auto-scroll will take you. And also, this guy will take the time that he takes. There's no quick kill on him. That's the thing I always wished about these Koopalings, right? There's no... Hell, that was a bad decision. There's no quick kill on a lot of these guys. Personally, if I'm making a boss fight, in very rare circumstances, would I want there to not be a quick kill of some kind. And unfortunately, all the Koopalings, they're slow kills, you know? How many levels do you have, Lord Bowser? Curious. I think I just got another hit. There we go. Fantastic. Really good level. Thank you, Lord Bowser. Thank you for the thing. You know, we don't have any more in the queue right now. We don't have any more in the queue. If anyone wants to get any in, now would be a good time. Let me see how many others that Lord Bowser has. You have, 63 on your main, and 32 on your alt. Fantastic. All right. Well, you're going to be around for... I was kind of worried for a second, wondering, like, do you have more for me? It's good to hear that you have a lot more where that came from. I suppose everyone does, right? Especially if you started making your Super World when that update came out. That was like a couple years into Mario Maker, so, you know, whatever levels you had before then were probably not Super World levels. There we go. That level has been completed. The queue is empty right now. Lord Bowser, you're welcome to get another one in here. I'm gonna show y'all. I think I'm gonna show y'all one of my own levels, and after that, and maybe like any levels that come in right now, we're gonna go to TTYD and do Chapter 6. So that's coming up. What level should I show y'all? I wonder. What's a good level? Coastal Cup is fun. Pirates Peak. You know what? Why don't I show you Bomb Bomb Boonies? It's the one that's been getting dozens of plays recently this last weekend. You know, like probably over a dozen or 2 dozen likes during that time span. So why don't I show you that? And then it'll be TTYD time. This level is all about bombs that break holes in floors, basically. So you see here, you go to the right, and when you go back over, there's holes in the floor. That's basically how this level works. These bombs are gonna make some holes for you, and you're gonna have to contend with them on the way back. Thank you for the level, Bowser. We'll do that level after this one. And I'll say, the queue will be closing after Lord Bowser's next level. That sound fair to everyone? That sound fair? Let's do that. Here, you hit the bomb, you hit the on-off like that, and you go over here, go over there. But little tip for you: you can just jump. You can actually just jump all the way from the right side to the bottom here, in one bound to save like half second or so, which I think is rad as hell. Here's the second half. The second half, there start to be some parts where you hit a P-switch, and some platforms turn on. And it's the same as before, where the bombs are blowing stuff up in your wake, but a little different. You know, because the platforms aren't platforms if you arrive at them too soon. I like this. This 30 coin is quite nice. This whole sequence was inspired by Clapper's Cavern. Clapper's Cavern? Yeah, Clapper's Cavern from DKC2. You know, hitting a switch and then having to go down a path while the switch is activated. It's basically the same idea as that, but done in Mario Maker. And there's the end. Very nice, fast-paced traditional level with some fun business. The blue plats also play a role. The blue plats are nice because you can only take them one way. You know, you're going left and then right, and if you use the blue plat on the way right, you can't use it on the way left, whereas if you skip it, you can use it on the way left, which I think is an interesting dynamic for a to and fro type stage. One more. one more here. Again, I'm gonna... Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play this Lord Bowser level. Then I'm gonna give Lord Bowser one more chance to get one in. And anyone else during this level, you want to get one in, that would be the time. And then we're gonna close, and then we're gonna head over to 1,000 Year Door. Again, I will say the Thursday plans. There are a bunch of new games coming up on Thursday or Wednesday. Roller Drome, the Kirby's Gourmet Race, and the Splatoon 3 Test Fire. I'm gonna play all three of them on Thursday. That's the plan for Thursday. And the other day that I stream, let me show you my schedule real fast. I stream on Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Those are the days. Look for me then. All right. Ah! There was a Goomba that was about to kill me if I didn't react fast. Okay. I am good. We are safe. A nice traditional level. No problem at all. This is very well put together. I think it flows quite nicely. You've done a good job here, Bowser. That's fine. Okay. That's fine, still fine. Oh, I like how the fireballs that drop destroy the platforms after you. That's really neat and makes for a nice little challenge there, as you have to really hustle to get through before the platforms are destroyed. Like, really hustle, actually. Like, if you were to wait like a second, you would be fucked. Clean! Clean as fuck. Thank you, Bowser. That was a fantastic level. I'm gonna hit complete. And,
Mario #1.
y'all have a little bit longer to get a level in, if you want to get one in. I'm going to play a quick one of my levels while Bowser gets the code in. Show you another type of level that I have. Some of the end levels are sort of like 20-second speedrun type levels, but by way of DKC bonus levels is the idea. So I'm going to show you one, and then I'm going to close the queue. Specifically, I'm going to show you the level at the end of Wind Up Woods 1. Honeycomb, that's not it. That wasn't the one I intended to pick. This one is a Beehive level, sort of inspired by DKC2's Beehive levels. You're sort of climbing up on walls, sort of similar to Beehive. You know, you can imagine that these vines covered in orange blocks are honey, and that these guys are stuck in honey, and, you know, this is all Beehive. Pretty cool. And this outside part, also Beehive. This is a less fast level than I had in mind. But, you know, hey, more time to get the level in. Go up here. This is the only time in the Super World I think I have used the Propeller Mario. Not that it's a bad power-up, just it's not really as good as Squirrel Suit. So I don't think it's quite as fun. You know, not as powerful, not as like versatile. Versatile? I'm saying a word weird. It's versatile. Nice level, thank you. The theming of this one is quite lovely. This is, of course, this is the first level of the second world of my Super World. Which, I'll say, like, I only started streaming in, like, November. This level actually predates when I streamed. So none of the creation or whatever was on stream for this level. The first world that I made on stream was the third world, which is, you know, was after this one, basically. Alright, I am closing the queue. Thank you all for the levels. They've been quite lovely. It is time now to do the last level of the night, and then go on to some TTYD, which I have been replaying casually. I'm not like a speedrunner or nothing. I don't know, like, tricks or nothing, but I have played it, like, dozens of times, so I'm gonna play it as fast as, you know, as fast as I can, I guess, or as efficiently as I can within reason. But hopefully y'all will enjoy that. It is, of course, the train, and that's a damn good chapter. Those are the two I always say. Those are the two. The two I always say when I want to like pitch like how good of a game TTYD is I always say like you solve mysteries on a train and you become a pro wrestler. That is not the code. I put the code in wrong. Let me correct that. G. And this is, of course, Murder Mysteries on a Train time. Bowser Jr.'s Cannon Armada. 5 tries on the board. Let's go. Let's go. And I'll say at this point, I do have 2 power pluses, so I'm pretty much sitting pretty as far as I'm concerned, right? I'm about to get the last of the boots. We're about to be doing like fuck. I think, do I have PFT down at this point? I don't think I do, but you know, with the ground pound move that you get for free in TTYD, I'll be able to start doing loads of damage at all times, which is my favorite time, you know? I really love it. Towards the end of a Paper Mario game, you gotta get that thing. Look at that. I really love it towards the end of a Paper Mario game, where you suddenly have all the boots, all the power pluses, and you're just kicking amazing, incredible amounts of ass. Ooh, I think this is neat, Bowser, with these two guys going back and forth. This is an interesting way to do these platforms, moving platforms. End of a Paper Mario game, you got all the power pluses, you got all the boots. You're doing like 10, 12 damage per attack without even your partner getting involved. It's fantastic. It's my favorite. It's something that I had trouble in Pug Fables just because it doesn't really have that component, right? Like, as far as I could tell, I didn't finish Bug Fables, but I got pretty far into it, and I just think I got the impression that there are no power pluses you can find. There's no boot upgrades that take you like a whole, oh, look at that, a secret area. There's no boot upgrades in Bug Fables that like take you to like that like upgrade your damage significantly. And I think that's an important part for me of Paper Mario, right? That progression where all of a sudden you're doing like 3 times, 5 times more than you did at the start, and you just feel like a goddamn badass. Okay, we gotta kick this guy's ass. There we go, that's the first hit. Second hit. There we go. Got him. And that's gonna do it for viewer levels today. Thank y'all for the levels, and thank y'all for coming by and then giving them to me. It is now time to switch over to 1,000-Year Door. I'm gonna change the thing here. I'm gonna bop out of here. Thank you. And also, you know, like I said earlier, thank everyone who has played my levels before. You know, I'll say I got most of these likes before I started streaming, but you know, still, hey, anyone who has played my levels like them, I appreciate you, and I hope you will, you know, play more. Play them all. They're all very good. 14,000, that's a nice number. It was at 13,000 for a while, and, you know, that's kind of unlucky, isn't it? But now, 14. 14. That's nice. Gotta go. See you Friday for more levels. Fantastic. You have a good night, Lord Bowser. You have a good night. Alright, I'm gonna close the thing. Oh, let me make sure that put complete into chat. And yes, that's right, there's the link to a Discord. I have a Discord. On that Discord, you can set up opt-in notifications. So if you want to be notified of like certain streams, like randomizer streams, or Mario Maker streams, or playthroughs, or variety streams, or even collabs or watch party. The link expired? Hang on 1 second, I got it. God damn it, I thought it was never supposed to expire. Let me check. Did the link expire? 1 second here. I want an expire never. And, yeah, welcome, tag yourself. Copy link. Okay, the link expired. Here's a new link. That link should work. I'll check the Nightbot link later. Thanks for checking that on me. I have seen some weirdness in the past where I set it to never expire. It should never expire. Let me know if that's good. Anyway, it's TTYD time. Let me switch over a few things, and we'll get going. One thing I have to do is I have to take down the Mario Maker UI, which I will do right fast. Switch over to the GameCube. I have an actual GameCube, by the way, with an actual copy of TTYD plugged in. Is it on 4? I'm trying to remember. There it is. Yes, it's on 4. And I need to switch over to this right here, which, by the way, that thing, that is a actual copy. That is the actual box that is under the actual document cam, which is over there. There's the actual link. That should work. Let me know if it doesn't. Dang. Thanks for the new link. Bye. Yep. Bye, Lord Bowser. Anyway, let me change the stream, the title. I am changing all the information. The title is now going to be TTYD replay. Chapter 6. The category is going to be the 1,000-year door. Your door, there we go. And the tags are going to be no longer limited lives, no longer viewer levels. I'm going to add the tag replay and casual. Those are going to be the tags for this. You make your own tags now, but you know, hey, I figure like replay and casual. Those sort of speak for themselves. All right, the info is updated. That should all look good. Oh, there's one more thing I need to do here on my end. I need to change the aspect ratio of my TV. One more second, and then we will get going. There we go. How's the sound? How's the balance of everything? Can you hear me quite nicely? Does everything sound good? Hopefully. Let's get going. TTYD, Chapter 6. Train. It's train o'clock. Here, you see there, my file is named July 2022. It is no longer July, but that is when I started it. So, makes sense. A couple of weeks ago, you see. I think that night we also got the night where we started started this playthrough. I also got a raid from Glower, which again I'll do another shout out now. It's been a while since that last raid. Shout out to I'm Glower. Fantastic Paper Mario speedrunner. Recently been doing today being like de-rusting a little bit on Paper Mario all cards reverse order. So you have to do 7, then 6, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Really interesting run. I caught as much as I could before my own stream. Seems really fun. Those sorts of runs, that really interests me, right? The weird route runs, you know, like where you have to really do things in a strange order and figure out how to do it, how to even do it in the first place, let alone efficiently. That, to me, is always, like, the most fascinating thing. And that's what I love about all cards as well. It's just like, yeah, you just sort of pop around, go from chapter to chapter to here to there, and just doing things all out of order. It's fantastic. Let's see. Did we do... I don't think we did the 1,000-year door yet. I think we need to go down to the 1,000-year door, hold the map up, and continue from there. Do we have star sprites? No, we've already turned those in. All right. And we do have the Ultra Stone, or whatever it is in this game, so I think that's been done. We did that last time as well. Let's head on down, hold the map aloft, and then we will hear about a train that we're going to ride all the way to the thing. Ugh. I can hit this block now. That's nice. By the way, I tend to play it, I tend to play TTYD in a manner where I'm tattling everything so I can get that diary entry. You know, that logbook entry. Sort of the way I like to do with things. So I will be, in fights, tending to lead with Goombella the first time I fight any enemy. And then whatever makes sense on subsequent fights. That's how you're gonna see me do things. While this cutscene is going, why don't I bring up another thing? Another card. Oh yeah! I saw Bullet Train. I was saying that I was thinking about seeing it on the last stream on Friday. And indeed, Saturday night, like late Saturday, like 10 p.m. actually. It was not that late, but still kind of late. I went and saw Bullet Train. It's a bit of fun. It's pretty fun. It's not like the cleanest movie. It's not like the, you know, it doesn't make like as much sense as you would like. But it's a fun time. There's a lot of like assassins running around doing assassin-y shit. There's some well done action, well choreographed action. And yeah, it all takes place on a bullet train, which is an interesting setting, I guess. I've ridden a bullet train before. One time I went on vacation in Japan, right? I went to Japan for vacation. And then, yeah, I rode the bullet train from the Shinkansen, as they call it. Shinkansen, as they call it. I rode it from Tokyo to Kyoto. And then back again the other way. So, I guess actually it was from... I actually went from Osaka to Tokyo the second time. Because I went from Kyoto to Osaka and then back to Tokyo from Osaka. So, slightly longer trip, but not really that much. Kyoto and Osaka are like really close to each other. Anyway, we're gonna ride that train, but shit! I don't mean to laugh, but that actually kind of lines up with Bullet Train, doesn't it? Shit! That's a fucking hell of a coincidence. Big banjo update from Tribucket. Just got all the jiggies in Rusty Bucket Bay. That's fantastic, Tribucket. Do you have all the notes as well? And the empty honeycombs? Gotta get those as well, you know, just as a matter of course. Always good to get everything, you know? 4 more notes and no honeycombs. Gotcha, so you have to track those down as well. Banjo-Kazooie, hell of a game. Glad you're playing it, Tribucket. Happy for you. One of my favorite games of all time, though, I would say that personally I like Tui more. I know that, like, maybe not the most common opinion, but I really love that. Really love Tui. It was probably pretty important to me growing up, I guess. No, I don't have a ticket yet. I need to go get one. Can I just like start? Maybe I could have just gone to the Don's house and just said, "Hey, what's up?" rather than checking in with the thing first. Not sure, but you know, hey. Oh, hey, special thing. That gets me shine. Perfect. Ooh, that's a well hidden thing. How many shines star pieces do I have? 11. How many do you need to get the Power Plus P? Probably like 20, 25 or something. Nowhere close. Nowhere close. I already got the Power Plus. I already got Power Plus off the Star Piece Trader. But you know, it's always good to also have Power Plus P as well. The boss is sad because daughter and son-in-law are missing. We know where they are though. Yeah, okay, we got it. We got it. Hang on. We know those folk. They're from Keyhole Key. That's right. No shit.
Oh yeah.
I'll turn you into confetti. That's a good threat for take a hike. Deal. That's a good threat for paper people. I'll turn you into confetti. Yeah, that is kind of scary, isn't it? To be confettified. Confettified. Hard to say. Alright, let's put in, we gotta go. Was that Bo? What, working the store? No, not Bo. Bo does appear in this game, though. Bo does have a small cameo in this game, Trebucket. Can I do the thing? Can I do the thing where I... Oh, no, that guy's not here. There's a thing you can invest. Like, you can invest a number of coins and it'll get, like, a payout later in the game. But I might have already missed that by this point. Also, I did, like, prioritize getting the W emblem over everything else. Because, while the W emblem on its own isn't the perfect badge, you know, it only makes you Wario colors. There's another badge later that's gonna make it into, that combined with the W badge, is gonna do something incredible for us. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like to see it. It's basically what I'm saying. I probably shouldn't be fucking with this. Just like unclipping the back of the Wavebird's casing. You can probably hear that, can't you? Like, if I do this, you can hear it, right? Like a snap sound. Yeah. Just a little snap, though, I suppose. Sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just fiddle with something. You know, I know that's something a lot of people will do, but I'll just like undo the battery casing on like a remote control or something, or you know, on this Wavebird, just repeatedly go like snap, 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 snap. Good use of my hands, I suppose. All right, they're in the woods. They're in the woods. They're looking for their wedding ring. Hey, what's up? They're looking for their wedding ring. The boss is sick, but one of them lost their wedding band, so it has to be somewhere. Jeez, this is just in one of the bushes, right? I don't think you have to leave this screen, I'm pretty sure. It has been a while since the last time I played. We gotta hit this button 100 times. He is saying, I love you 100 times in a row. While I'm doing that, let's bring up another thing. Kung Fu Panda 4! They announced Kung Fu Panda 4. Y'all like Kung Fu Panda? Kung Fu Panda rules. The first 3 movies, they're all fantastic, I think. 1 is like one of my favorite movies. 2 is kind of in some ways better, you know, but still, it is a fantastic movie as well. A little darker. Jack Black is back. Yeah, that's right. Jack Black is back. It's so fun. Those movies. I got a mango. I guess it's not in this room. I guess it's not in this room after all. Well, we'll go to the next one. It's somewhere between here and Skull Rock. So that narrows it down a bit. 3 is a little bit more cartoony than 2, but I still think it's good, and it's fun to see all the other, all the other blanks. Spoilers for Kung Fu Panda 3. I don't want to spoil Kung Fu Panda 3. It's good to see whatever is in Kung Fu Panda 3. Anyway, I think that's cool. It's coming out in like a year or 2 or whatever. I kind of wasn't expecting them to make another one, you know? I guess I always think in terms of trilogies, right? Like, yeah, you do 2 and then you're done. Or sorry, you do 3 and then you're done, right? But it is a very popular series, so I guess it makes sense to keep on doing them. And certainly I'm happy to see it. It's not just fun, you know, and funny and shit, but there's also just really well choreographed, you know, martial arts and all that in those movies, which is always just a treat, you know? To see, like, a bunch of fucking cool-ass kung fu. Here's the ring. Found it. Why were they over here? I guess we'll never find out. Skadoosh! Says Trebucket. That's right, that is what Poe says in those movies. That's right. I know the panda's name. I got your wing. Your ring. My cheese and cracker. That's a good, affectionate nickname. My cheese and cracker. Alright, that's just a little side quest. A funny little, hey, go back to the last world, and you know how you went back and forth like 5 times? One more time, please. Just one more time. And you're good. One more time around the one more time back and forth, if you were to be so kind. Let's go. I have another one here, another card while we are sailing on the 7 seas. Did y'all hear about Haikyuu movies? That's right, they announced that Haikyuu is gonna be doing 2 ending movies, which is you know, cool. Hey, I love Haikyuu. And movies, okay, sure. But at the same time, I can't help but hear that and go like, ah, so movies, huh? Not seasons? The problem with anime movies is that whenever an anime movie happens, it's always like a year until it hits American shores. And even then, you know, it's a year until it hits at all. And even then, it only hits for like a day or 2. And they don't tell you ahead of time, and you might miss it. And that always sucks. Now, hey, Haikyuu is a very popular series. It's a volleyball anime, for those that don't know. Fantastic, phenomenal series. Y'all should watch it on whatever streaming platform it's available on. I know it's on Crunchyroll. I think it's on other streaming platforms as well. Maybe not all of it, but most of it or something. I think it's on High Dive too. Maybe others. I think it might be on Netflix. Might be on Netflix, but only up to the point that it's subbed or dubbed. But yeah, Haikyuu, fantastic. Looking forward to seeing those movies, seeing how it all goes. I'm kind of looking at that going like, okay, 2 movies, huh? So what you're saying is the remaining games can fit into 4 hours. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder how many there are. Like, aren't there like 4 more potentially? So is there gonna be 2 per movie, or like 1 per movie and then they lose at some point? Or 1 for the first movie and then the last 3 are in the second? I don't know. Or maybe there's a season of anime and then there's the movies. I don't know. Remains to be seen. Hey, the boss is okay. Everyone's okay. Little side quest was not in vain. Everyone's happy. I love Haikyuu, and honestly, though I've been going through Kuroko's basketball, I am tempted as hell to just rewatch every episode of Haikyuu, just hearing that there's more Haikyuu coming. That show fucking rules. It's definitely worth watching every year or so, or even more even. Just a phenomenal show. If you don't know Haikyuu, check it out. It's the best sports anime. By a mile. Oh, it's so good. Y'all will like the boys that are in Haikyuu. That's how good it is, you know? It's you know, I feel like a lot of sports, a lot of anime, maybe this is weird to say, but you know, if the pitch of an anime is like, oh, there's just these boys having a good time, I'm kind of less interested than if the pitch is, hey, this anime, it's a bunch of girls having a good time. It's like, okay, yeah, some girls. That'll be fun. Oh, they'll be cute and good and whatever. Whereas like, yeah, some cute boys. It's like, yeah, okay, I can get with that. Yeah, sure. It's a little harder of a sell, you know? I guess though there are a lot of sports animes about cool boys they're just as good. Also, we have been snooped on. Beldam now knows where the thing is. She'll be getting up to some mischief. Haikyuu is fucking good, and you will love the boys. The best boy? Well, there are a lot of best boys, but everyone loves the man of Bokuto. If you are starting Haikyuu, if ever you start Haikyuu, know when you get to season 2 and meet Bokuto. Bokuto. Wait, that's not where we're going. We're going over here. Bokuto is the best. Y'all will like Bokuto. That's right, here's the ticket. Let's go. Ah. How about another card? I don't have that many of them tonight, so we might be nearing the end of these, but let's get through them. Y'all watch Ali G back when? Ali G, of course, is the Borat guy, you know. He also did a show where Borat, Bruno, and Ali G were the 3 characters. And I always thought that that Ali G were the best segments, which was just him doing like his impression of a rap obsessed like fucking what's the word for like a British like lad who is of was just like a trash boy basically. There's a word for that that is not coming to mind. A scav? Something like that. He's basically just playing one of those. And, alright. Now, we got a clue now. Gutter trash? Yeah, basically that's what he is. He's just going like, alright. Hear me now. That's his catchphrase. He says, hear me now. Respect. And shit like that. And he just goes into interviews with like Noam Chomsky and like real motherfucking business people and just spews a bunch of nonsense. It's very good. If y'all never saw the actual Ali G show, y'all should look up some of those segments. Like when he went to a farm and interviewed a veteran who was also a veterinarian. He asked questions like, when you were growing up, did you always know you wanted to be a veteran? Or just confusing the 2 words, right? Like going like, the people that go and fight wars or stuff are called veterinarians. No, veterans. Whatever. And he says, and the people who watch after animals are called veterans. No, it's the other way. And the guy just getting really hot and bothered by him just being a little idiot, and just playing it for laughs. Do we have to say hi to everyone here? I'm not sure, but let's do the thing. I think what we need to do right now is we need to go to the hub and talk to the lady about the thing. And then we'll continue from there. This is, by the way, one of the more unusual chapters in this game. Same as the wrestling chapter, where the whole thrust of it is that you have to solve some mysteries on a train. There's a tongue-tied Cheep. Anyway, fantastic show. You love the Cheep Chef? Hell yeah, dude. Some great characters in these games. Okay, here we go. We have to talk to the conductor. And basically every day, we have to do a couple of side quests and make progress. And as we do so, the time will pass and we will be gone from one event to the next. There is a mystery here. A pot has disappeared, and we need to find out where it is. Now, I'm gonna just button through this dialogue. I've read it 100 times. But I will try to explain for those who maybe haven't played it or whatever. What is the deal here? I'm always unsure when I'm playing an RPG, like whether I should be like slowly going through for the benefit of chat, or like just speeding through it if I've played it 100 times. You know, this being a casual playthrough, there's no reason why I couldn't just spend a half second on each dialogue, especially because it is all so well written. And hell, you know, I could just reread it. I think Zip Toad is it. Honestly, Zip Toad is not a bad guess there. But I got an idea. Let's follow this business here and see where it goes. I'm gonna hop aboard my Yoshi. And it goes right here to this Hey buddy. Yeah, it is, to be fair, you're not wrong. It is kind of a little bit Yeah, it is a little bit uncool, but I think you did do it, so what do you want? Wait, I thought you just had to, like, I thought you just had to talk to him and then check the thing and it'll work. Unless you have to hide from him. And then he'll, like, take the pot out. No. It's under here, right? Oh, I need to have a clue. I didn't check this. Yes, it leads to the thief. And that would be him. So let's just go ahead and do this. There we go. There we go. We figured it out. We got the pot. Mystery solved. We solved it. He did eat the thing. Little bit of a stereotype, I know. But like, yeah. Okay, dude, I like eating things too. Whenever I go to Whataburger, I get a triple. And I know it doesn't really help my weight or anything, but, you know, whatever. You gotta eat. And eating feels good, and you like it. I always like a big bowl of ice cream. That's what I like. Like a big bowl of ice cream. If I had a big bowl of ice cream every night, I would be happy. I don't exactly have it every night these days, but when I do, it's good. Next day, next thing. Time passes. Oh, we gotta return the thing, and then time will pass. The galley pot. Got a star piece. Has she lost the thing yet? No. Alright. Well, I guess there's nothing left to do. Oh, hey. Shine Sprite. Perfect. Rest in bed? It's not nighttime. This is no good. Let's see another card. I think I need a new Switch. Kind of a depressing thing, but my Switch has been making a lot of fan noise recently. It's been like, whenever I put it into handheld mode these days, like, every once in a while, the fan will start spinning out of control in a way that is just absurd until I, like, power it down and then wake it back up, at which point it'll just act normally. Which is really a bummer, because, like, yeah, it's reaching the end of its life. I think I need to just go get a new Switch, like, probably any time is soon enough, right? And get all my stuff off the old one. Okay, here's maybe the next thing. What are you doing here? Do I have to report to the detective? Maybe I have to report to the detective now. Ah, okay. This guy has figured it out. He's gonna make me his assistant, and he's going to deduce my identity. I am, of course, Luigi. Well, no, I'm Wario. Can't you tell by my hat? If I had the L badge, the L emblem, I would look like Luigi, but I don't. So, kind of a bit of a reach there. Next thing, these guys. He wants a present. They're trying to figure out what gift is good enough. What do you want, little guy? I'm a pro. Yep, I'm a pro birthday giver. Starts with an A. Autograph. And the other thing I need to do is say like, oh, the guy wants to be a conductor and engineer. So we need to go to the other end of the train and pick up an autograph from the conductor, the engineer, whatever the fuck. So yeah, I've been looking at OLED switches, and I kind of wanted to wait and see if I could get a Splatoon switch. But honestly, right now I'm tempted to just go get one of the white Joy-Con OLEDs, rather than waiting to see if I could get like the Splatoon one. That would also just be more normal, whereas the Splatoon one would be, you know, cool color Joy-Cons, I will admit. But I'm not wild about the pattern being all over it. You know, I feel like that is a little bit, you know, I'm not that big into. I'm not like, Splatoon is not like a top 5 game for me. So I don't know why my Switch, why. So I'm a little concerned about that, right? Like, should that brand be emblazoned all over my Switch? The Joy-Cons are very cool, though. Joy-Cons cool. Might not be widely available. White Joy-Cons, I could just go get those now. Lot going through my head as far as that is concerned. I'll figure it out. That's gonna be a little expensive, but you know, hey. If it's not gonna make it until the next generation of Switch, might as well change it out right now. And I could give the old one to family or something. You know, they could use it as a dedicated Jackbox machine. Whenever I come over, you know, whenever we want to Jackbox at the parents' house or whatever. There we go, that's an autograph. It's now nighttime, that is the end of the first night. Time to turn in. Could also get other games for them. You know, my dad, my parents, they got a little bit into, my dad liked, Mario Tennis Aces. That one went over very well with them. Also, the Clubhouse game 51. That one really good for them. Really good with family. Other games as well. They would have to buy them because I own them digitally, not physically, where I could just give them my copies. But hey, you know, that's a small price to pay for having those games available to them at any time. Oh, is there one more thing tonight? You are not cool. I did say no. You are not cool. Okay, yeah, we'll find him. We need to do one more thing before we sleep overnight. I think we need to do one more thing here. Let's just poke around and see until we find whatever it is. Stay out of this guy's way. Okay, let's see. Is it time for Ghost? Oh, we might need to talk to the conductor right now. One thing about this chapter which would probably help would be like some sort of like, hey, the conductor's been asking for you. Maybe you should check in with him before, you know, going back to your cabin. A little bit of a small clue like that maybe would be helpful. What's up? There's a missing blanket. Call me Blanket PI. We gotta find out what happened to this blanket. Avid Demon, hey, how you doing? Good to see you, Avid Demon. By the way, for those who are interested, I got a lot of... Let me show you my emotes while we are running back and forth here. Just gonna bring up the Emote Showcase. Emote Showcase is a list of all the emotes that I have on this here channel, including ones that are pretty new, like the newest couple included the Good Night one and the Bowser High, which is kind of a fucking favorite of mine. I love that one. Also, yes, you got lovely follower emotes that you can use for free, including the cheese, lightning, and skulls, and the hearts, and the checkpoint, the, you know, like flags, which of course would mean like, you know, completed. Real good shit. Hey, what's up? There's a ghost here. We gotta go get this ghost diary back. Let's go do that right here, right now. Do not read it and save. If you do read the diary, do not save, or else you'll just be done. Your save will be completely fucked. Unbeatable. You know, there was a video a while ago I watched by, do y'all know, God, what's his name? It's been a while since he, posted videos. But this guy, he, tip of my tongue here, makes, glitch videos about Paper Mario. And he did a series where he did, like, glitch files where they are unbeatable. Due to pulling off various glitches like getting to parts of the game without the partners you need to get out, or stuff like that. It would be very easy to create such a file in this game. All you need to do is get here, read the diary, and save, and that file would be uncompletable. Strider! Strider, that's who I was thinking of. Y'all know Strider? Really cool dude. Really wish he would, you know, find time to make those videos again. I always loved watching those. But I understand that, you know, sometimes you just don't have time or energy to keep up with the grind, you know? Maybe you have other obligations that sort of take precedent. Hell, you know, I stream only like 3 times a week, and definitely times where I go like, yeah, this is a lot to do this, and also, you know, full-time job, and also all the other things I want to do. Goodbye, Ghost. Goodbye. Ghost is happy staying here. It is pretty good wallpaper. Did I ever? You know, I think I remade this wallpaper once in, the wallpaper there with the stars and stuff, and the stars and stripes, and also the floor pattern in Animal Crossing. I think I did that in Animal Crossing, you know, the new one, the last one. I like to do things like that, you know, like make t-shirts and shit in Animal Crossing. At some point I should show you all that again. I don't think I've played any Animal Crossing New Horizons on stream since around like November, December, when I was just starting up streaming. One of the first streams I did, in fact, was it was just me sitting back going like, okay, I'm gonna make a t-shirt. You know, I grabbed the t-shirt out of my back closet, and I said like, okay, I'm gonna turn that into a Animal Crossing t-shirt. Let's do it. And you know, over the course of a half hour, 40 minutes, I did that. And I could do that again sometime. You know, I certainly have a lot more followers now than I did then, so maybe people would like to watch it. Maybe that would be interesting sometime. A little Animal Crossing. Certainly not the worst idea in the world. I haven't seen the shell earrings yet. Cool sushi chef. I guess he's... You know what? Would it be weird if he was a sushi chef? No, because fish eat fish all the time. Ah, yes, we have a case here. The briefcase has gone missing. Now we just have to find it. And, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Briefcase has been stolen. It could be, used to make a sticky explosion. And, there are also some other missing items, such as, shell earrings. And some other things that combine to make it explode. I have not talked to the lady in thing 2. But yeah, shell earrings and golden ring. Yep, that would be bad. That would be bad. Let us find the thief. And then we will be going to the one part of this chapter where it's an actual, like, you know, running around a physical space, doing some, like, dungeon crawling. Would y'all call the areas in Paper Mario dungeons? They kind of are. This will be kind of like the dungeon area in this chapter coming up. How do we prove that it was Zip Toad? I forget, but that's what we're gonna have to do. Might as well talk to what's her face here and ask about the golden ring while we are in the neighborhood. Could turn this in later. We'll get the golden ring and the shell earrings at a later date. All right. There's a note. Vital paper. How's it going tonight? It's going really well, Super Nintendo Dad. How you doing? Super Nintendo Dad, another streamer. Good stuff, good content. Y'all should check out Super Nintendo Dad sometime. Let me give you a shout out, in fact. Shout out Super Nintendo Dad. There you are. Look at that. It's you. That's you over there. What do you know? It's going all right. We did a bunch of viewer levels. Had a good time. Showed off some new heads. That'll make sense if you watch the stream normally. Showed off some new bonus heads. Some heads of Bowser, Peach, and some heads that are not quite, you know, none that are not quite Nintendo characters as well. Okay, now we got the vital paper. We check in here and say, okay, look at this. I want this to come to the Nintendo Switch at some point. Me too. And absolutely, you know, ever this comes out on Nintendo Switch, I will replay it like that. I don't know if that'll be on stream or nothing. Maybe that would be like a good... I've been trying to think about like next big event stream, right? Like next big long stream, what am I gonna do? Like for instance, for... I guess both of these are like a few months out. But what am I gonna do for Extra Life? And what am I gonna do for my 1 year anniversary of streaming? Which will be like in early November. So Extra Life also probably in November, but 2 event streams will be coming up around that same time. I think it might be cool to do like early in my streaming, I did Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3, and every time I died, I switched games. I have an idea for a modified version of that, where it's more similar to Very Nearly Sudden Death, where I get 2 tries, which could be represented by heads, you know, multiple heads. Like, for each game, a different pair, you know, like Donkey Kong Diddy, Diddy Kong Dixie, and Dixie Kong Kiddy Kong. Oh, he's not in this room, he's in my room. That's right. So each of the heads will be represented by. Your lives will be represented by different heads per game, and also, okay, here's the paper. This is an important clue that says he's in this room. Anyway, I was thinking I would do that again, but with more tries, and also I would do 100% rather than any percent. Zao! Where do you come from? That's a good dumbass thing to say. He jumped on me, but he was still hurt by it. Go figure. Zao indeed. Yes, that's right, he is Zip Toad, but he is a fake. He is a fake Zip Toad. Not the real Zip Toad, it turns out. Anyway, I was thinking like maybe for like the anniversary stream or like Extra Life, that could be the order of business. Then again, can I really do an anniversary stream without doing Mario Maker? Like, I should probably do a bit of Mario Maker in my anniversary stream, seeing as it's my main game and all. But, I could do a lot of things. I could do a lot of things. No. The first time I did that, DKC 1, 2, 3, switching games every time I died, I nearly got all the way through DKC 3 without a single death. I died on the last level. As fucked up as that is, just poison pipeline, death right there, and just the whole thing, just back onto DKC 1, and just like so close to getting through one of those games with no deaths. And I think it'd be fun to see if I this time could do it clean. Also, I'm thinking that, you know, it'll sort of look like sudden death, except that every time I finish a world, I will refresh my lives. I think that would maybe be a fun and balanced way of doing that. And last time when I did it, I will say, I didn't actually announce it ahead of time, because I just decided one night, Saturday at like midnight, I want to do this. And then I did it for like, you know, from midnight to like 5 a.m. or some shit. Real late into the night. So not a lot of people showed up, and maybe if I were to like do it as a big event, it'd be a little more well attended, you know? And a bit of fun as well, you know? I love the DKCs. They were basically my first game. Yeah, we need to go in there. Where's the key? Where's the fucking key? Well, let me talk to this toad. That probably has it. Where is the key? Where's the key, though? You have the key? I think this guy has the key. Anyway, a lot of plans for the near future. One thing I am planning to do as soon as possible, or maybe not as soon as possible, but within the near future, next month or two, which I know is a long time span, but I have talked with another streamer, and we have some plans to do like a co-op Zooter, you know, Zelda randomizer. I've never played that randomizer before, but it seems like it's fun, and I think it'd be fun to like, you know, go through with another guy who has never played it before and figure it out together. Said guy is currently cannot currently stream for reasons, but whenever he's available, I would love to put that together and do check out Zooter, you know, Ocarina of Time randomizer. I played a couple of randomizers on this here channel. I played through Paper Mario randomizer like a dozen times. I played through DK64 randomizer a couple of times. I like the randomized loading zones. That's, I think, where the fun is for me. Like, just figuring out a map of, like, how all the rooms in DK64 map together. Ooh. Let me switch to this Bella, and I will kick this motherfucker's ass. Now, at this point in the chapter, we're seeing a little bit more of what is traditional in a fucking Paper Mario chapter. We got some enemies, we gotta beat on them. And let's just do a tattle to start with, see if we actually need to do our ground pound attack, or if a regular jump will do. 7, yeah, we could just jump on him normal style. Perfect. Nice, okay. Perfect. Anyway, there are a lot of plans for the near future. The other thing, last thing that I'm planning on doing, like after I finish TTYD, I'm gonna replay GTA 5, which you know, it's quite different from a lot of the other things I've been playing, but I think I've really grown fond of that game in the years since it coming out, and I think it'd be fun to revisit it and go through the story again. I had a good time recently, maybe like a year ago, a VTuber that I like was playing through it, and I watched some of that, you know, the story missions she was going through, and it was just fun to watch. That'll be a great little playthrough. It'll be coming up on the docket here after, like, what, 2 more chapters? 3 more chapters? I guess 2 more chapters, right, of TTYD. I'm not going to say what the next chapter is. It's kind of the next chapter, which takes place on the X-Naut Fortress, and then the Shadow Palace, that whole business for the finale. Look forward to all of that. Guess that'll be 2 more weeks then at the current pace. What am I doing? I'm just fucking up repeatedly here. Little patience, that's what I need. I said I needed patience. I wasn't fucking around. Fucking. I know it's probably not random, but sometimes those things, when they go down 2 at a time, gets me. Shit. Maybe like duck backwards one instead of going forwards? I don't know. Alternatively, what if I was riding Sundrop? By the way, my Yoshi's name is Sundrop. Oh, the fun. Okay. Little patience here, little patience here. Can you even jump on Sundrop? You might not be able to actually jump on Sundrop before the one you're on starts moving. Jump back, I think. Once we get to 3, jump back. Not in that case. Okay. There we go, that wasn't so hard. Just need a little bit of fucking patience. Well, there we go. Anyone have an OLED switch? How happy are y'all with that? The thing I'm like most impressed by, I guess impressed is the wrong word. I think like the biggest upgrade for me would just be the kickstand, because the kickstand on the regular Switch, it's just so crummy that you know, going to the new one, which has like a larger kickstand, that would just be a massive upgrade. My current Switch's kickstand won't even stay on if I like prop it up by it. It'll just snap off like on a dime. Really have to be careful with it. A little bit delicate. Probably because I popped it off too many times, I suppose. Oops. That was ill-timed. Might not have made a difference. How much health do these guys have? 8. Might have been short anyhow, with the way that hammers scale. I can kill the first one at least. But I don't think I can kill the second one. And yeah, it only does 6 when fully timed, so there's no point in doing a full attack. I can do a rally wink. I can do a rally wink right here. That would allow me to do a thing. Do I have Spike Shield? Do I have Spike Shield? If I have Spike Shield, I don't need to actually bother with... I could have just ended it the old-fashioned way. By jumping, you know? He is Mario after all, that's sort of his thing, jumping. There we go. I should check if I have Spike Shield. I don't remember where you get in this game. I know where you get it in the original Paper Mario. You get it in, you know, Chapter 2. Let's see. I do not have it. Ah, well. Let me get in, someone who can actually attack these guys. Bobbery. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. Well, that's fine. The way I like to go through these games, by the way, is the first time through an area, I do like to kill everything that moves, you know? I like to clean house and shit. The second time I play it, you know, if I'm like backtracking back and forth, I will skip every encounter that I can. But first time, absolutely just taking killing as many guys as possible, getting the XP for, you know, good levels. But like when you're backtracking and stuff, I feel like, nah, you got what you need there. You're not really, the game's not really asking you to fight these guys like 10 times. Once is enough. Once is enough. I don't need that much health and DP and shit anyway. Oh, I could have just dropped here, couldn't I? How much damage does Vomp Robbery do right now with his bomb? 7. Wow, that's nearly good enough. But not quite. He needs power plus P, that's what he needs. That would do it. And if I blow up at the wrong time, it just doesn't work, does it? Ah, let's see another one of them cards. YouTube Shorts are a silly initiative, huh? That's right, I've been seeing those around. They don't make sense to me. I know the basic idea is like, oh, we want to be TikTok. I think that's silly. You're never gonna be TikTok. If you're not TikTok already. Like TikTok? TikTok is absolutely TikTok. But a random company that's not TikTok, you can never be TikTok. It's kind of silly. I think you could be. Let's use this. This will be good. Fine with a bomb, we can kill everyone but the cloud this turn. And then we'll kill the cloud next turn. And that'll be fine. I guess it actually doesn't matter like how many I do. I cannot kill the cloud. Even if I were to get perfect here, 6 damage. And also I see people talking about it and showing like some of the results that they get. And apparently like it's not that many shorts in that it's sort of, that the results kind of go right into like the Jordan Petersons and the right-wing sort of extremism. So it's kind of fucked up and bad, even if you were to engage with it. The algorithm does not know what you want, it turns out. Personally, I just don't see the appeal of that. Whenever I want to watch something on like YouTube or Twitch or whatever, kind of what I'm looking for is something to put on and not have to think about like what I want to watch next for a while, right? Like a 10-minute video is okay, but it also means I have to find another 10-minute video in 10 minutes. Whereas I put on a 40-minute video, hey, I'm good for like a half hour. And then I don't have to think about it and can just, you know, play the video game, do whatever for that long. And of course, streaming. Fuck it. Well, I can do this and that'll kill at least the cloud. And the other two will... Doesn't kill the cloud? I didn't know that the thunder heals clouds. It makes sense though if you think about it. Does that... That's not the case in the original Paper Mario, right? Like if you do a Thunder Rage on Rough Puff, or like the boss of World 6, Chapter 6, he doesn't heal, does he? I didn't know about that interaction. That's wild. Okay, oh, I can just use Bombast. Okay, let's do that. I forgot that I got this one. That's actually just really useful. That's actually what I should have been doing this whole time. Not fucking around with like, oh, how do I get to kill this guy? Bombast does the job. Bombcast kills all the guys. Gonna need to use Flurry in a second. Get this wall taken care of. Not for me. Shorts. I also hear people have been pretty, like, it has some bad monetization, so, like, people have been, trying to make their videos into not shorts, because if your video is a short, you get a lot less money off it, it turns out. Which, you know, really bad for creators. You should make sure, when you're making a policy like that, that it's good for creators, and not bad for creators. That's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents. Paddle those motherfuckers. Okay, how the fuck am I gonna kill these guys? Item or a special move? Well, I don't have a special move ready. Let's see. Bobbery can't do it. Vivian can't do it. They're in the air, so Sundrop can't do it. I already have maximum items, so that's just gonna go to waste. I guess, yeah, super move. That seems to be the best bet. Okay, let's do that. Get enough for an earth tremor. Let's go. We need 5. We need 5. Let's do good. Have we made it to 5 yet? I think we might have done. This will do 6, I think. Very good. Yep. Boy howdy, do I wish I had Spike Shield right now. Let's see, what do we want here? BP? I think I want BP. Yep, BP it is. I can go for FP as well, with moves like the, thing on hand. Alright, hit this guy with the hammer. Is this gonna do damage, or is this gonna... do damage? Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I still think we have to do the Earth Tremor here. Also, we do have to get Goombella out. Goombella cannot do damage against any of the enemies on the stage. Unless I were to Rally Wink. God damn it! That's not gonna be good enough. Okay. Yeah, we got a Rally Wink right here. And then we'll give this another shot. You're heading to bed, Bucket. Good to see you. Nice to have you by. You have a good night. Okay, here we go. Take two, take two. Important we get at least 5 so we can kill those guys. Both of them. I should really be stocking up on more items. I think that might be good enough. Might be 4. 5, okay, good. That was good enough. I should really be stocking up and using more items. I don't tend to, you know, that's sort of my... I'm sort of a miser whenever I play Paper Mario. I'm just loading up on items and never using them. But it's good sometimes to use the items that you have worked so hard to get. I don't need to fight these guys. They're strictly optional. I think there's stuff in this. In these things. Stuff to get. Down this pipe. Is that P up D down? Hell yeah, I love that badge. Whoa. Yes. And why don't I equip a badge that'll help me kill these guys? Like a hammer throw. Sure. That'll come in handy for motherfucker. That'll come in handy. We got more of these cards. I think this might be the last one, though. Oh, shit. What? Oh, yeah. So if you end up at this part, it's a dead end. You just gotta head back. But motherfucker. Some quiet parts of this game. Just me and the noise of paper in a tube shape. And jumping. Jumping sounds of a tube. Let's see. Possibly the last card? This is the last card. Do a round of shoutouts. That's right. It's time here for a round of shoutouts. Let me go get the specific... I got a list of people I want to shout out at some point. I think today, and they're sort of like loosely themed now. Like, loose groups of people to shout out. Let me see. Yes. Oh yeah, this is a variety pack. Well, I already shouted out Super Nintendo Dad earlier, but here is a shout out for Super Nintendo Dad. You know, I'll tell you what, let's do a different pack. This pack has Super Nintendo Dad in it, but I will do a different one. These are some channels that I've been following forever that are sort of foundational to me. First one I'm going to shout out is Day 9 TV. Really cool streamer. Huge. Used to watch him a lot back in the day when he played StarCraft 2, Hearthstone, that sort of thing. Sort of fell off at a certain point, but still love the man, and he is just really fucking charming. Next one will be for Kyle Ferguson. I think I spelled that right? Oh, no I didn't. I spelled that wrong. Let me try that again. Kyle Ferguson with 2 S's. There we go. That's who I meant. That guy, he used to stream Heroes of the Storm a lot, and apparently he still does. But back when I was really into Heroes of the Storm, he used to be a big supporter of his podcast, and, you know, like a patron and all, and used to play games with him on his stream. You know, like patron game night, which is real fun. And the last one I want to shout out here is DK Vine. Websites where about Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong spin-offs. DK Vine and the like emigres thereof like the emigrate communities of DK Vine. It's probably like the online community I've been in the longest, since like 2005 or some shit. I don't, you know, used to be big in the forums there, but not for years and years, but they're good people. And they do some streaming as well, I suppose. And you can check out all that shit out over there. All right. The dried shroom, I don't need that. Anyway, that was a round of shoutouts. There's not that much of this chapter left. Just got to do a few more things here. The Goombas here, they're pretty much weak though. In fact, I'm not really sure if... Yeah, these guys just have 2 health. Don't have a Quake Hammer. So I guess just let's jump on them once real fast. And that'll take them out. I have a bunch of categories here on my phone, just like groups of people to shout out, like Variety Pack, you know, a bunch of people from different places. Some of McClunky's folk, McClunky's extended network. McClunky Culkin, very cool streamer. Another cool. You know what? I'll give McClunky Culkin a shout out. They are great. McClunky Culkin. Y'all like McClunky. They're a very good PNG streamer. Very fun shit. A lot of like chat interaction with you know, channel point redemptions and all that. Very often you will see things being thrown at McClunky and all sorts of weird things. Like in McClunky's chat, if you say the word dog, a dog will appear on screen and go, "Ooh!" And it's very funny to just drop in and say, "Dog, dog," and see the dog do its thing. Always a pleasure. I got a couple here like Super Mario Maker streamers. A couple of groups of shoutouts will be for those. Some speedrunners such as Glower. And like Linkus, I love Linkus as well. Really great speedrunner. And Games Media folk, that's also who I have written down that I want to shout out at some point. Anyway. We have to kill these guys? Yeah, we do. This is a tough puzzle. You know, guys know how to count? Well, if you do, I guess if you do it too fast, it doesn't count, but you know what I mean. You don't even have to count. You just hit the button until it turns red. Counting is optional here. Can you just not have to use the thing? No, I guess that doesn't work. In the first game, you could do this, right? Where you hit the thing from underneath by, like, getting right onto it and doing, like, a spin jump. Guess that doesn't work in this game, maybe. It's fine, though. We're about to get a thing that lets us do it. Ultra Boots. Alright, Ultra Boots, new jump technique. Spring jump. Spring jump's cool. The other game, you know, is just an upgrade on the ground pound, which is also cool, but spring jump, shit. I actually know how to do it. I didn't need a second tutorial, Toadette. Okay. No, I got it. That's good. Always say no to additional tutorial. Alright, let's go over here. Line ourselves up with the pipe. And drop through here. We need to do this. I want to get this this thing here. The shine block. This is nothing, right? Whatever. Let's keep on moving. Get out, sun drop. Ugh. Been thinking about recently, like, how the tag system can be used. Like, the tag system is actually, I think, really handy just for, like, co-op streams, right? Like, if you and a buddy were both streaming the same game, like, both, let's say I were to do, like, co-op Zooter, you know, Zelda Ocarina of Time with another streamer, right? If we were to both have the tag, like, the Master DS and blank, or blank and the Master DS, you know, you'd be able to click that tag and go to the other streamer's page just like that. You know, you'd have a list of 2 streams and it'd be both of us. That'd be really handy just to like make sure that people can find the other person's channel. You could also just literally have like whole podcast networks, whole communities, right? All put their like put the same tag on, right? For instance, if let's say you know I'm part of the Reichert's Market Discord, for instance, which is Dan Reichert's Discord. Let's say that we all wanted to just like put that on a tag and be like, yeah, we're all Reichert's Market affiliated, or you know part of that community, or you know min-max community. You could have a tag that was like min-max community. I would also consider myself part of the min-max community. There are multiple communities, folks. That's sort of the problem, though. I guess you couldn't just put, like, min-max community, Records Markets, Waypoint community, Nextlander community? Yeah, Nextlander community. Just continuing putting all the communities, you'd run out of tags. Well, Clunky's homies. Kayla's homies. Friends of this person. Maybe that's not quite feasible just due to the limitations of how many you can have. There's something there. And certainly like around the time of like Extra Life, right? Extra Life makes a great tag. Definitely will have, you know, a lot of streams that have that tag, come Extra Life, come that whole business. Charity, you gotta have that. Extra Life, charity, yeah. Would you have like a tag that was like how long you were going if you were doing like a marathon stream? Like 12 hours or something? Maybe 12 hours would be a little bit niche of a tag, right? Maybe the thing would just be marathon stream. That would be the tag. And again, 12 hours. That tells you right in a single tag, like, oh, this is a marathon. And again, maybe you just go with like marathon or something rather than the specific hour counts. These new customizable tags, they're brand new. I feel like there's a lot that can be done with them. I've already seen some interesting stuff. Like I said, there was I was watching another streamer before I tuned into Glower, and she was doing Ocarina of Time Zooter. Apparently, there was a big race of that with like hundreds of teams participating, and they were all using the tag Discord Wars. And like shit like that can easily make an event very accessible because there's a tag for it. There's a tag for Discord Wars, and everyone in that tag is playing Zelda Ocarina of Time Randomizer, and can be found that way. It's very clean. Here we go. Last part of this chapter. We're back on the train. By the way, audio's nice, I assume. This is the couch mic. I also have a similar mic at the desk. From what I can tell, though, it sounds a little worse at the desk for some reason. Maybe just because the proximity of the wall and the proximity of the monitors. Maybe it's like echoing a little more than it would otherwise. Oh, I think we just need to go to sleep here. Which is fortunate, it'll get our things back. Tomorrow's the last day. That's right. Personally, I put in a few of them. I put in, I've been trying to come up with new ways to use it, right? Or tags that would be useful. I think I'm going with one that gonna have at all times. Raids welcome. Another streamer that I know always has like raids welcome in his title of his stream, and it seems to work well for him. So I think that's very much could be a viable tag. I could see it so that I could see like a day. Oh shit, we can't go forward until we go to the front. Do a thing, huh? I could see eventually that being a very common tag on Twitch. Raids welcome or whatever. I wonder if other people are using it by now, or if it's just me running around with raids welcome in my in my stuff. Maybe I could see Havacast. Havacast will probably pick up on it, since that's always been hidden in the title of his stream. Who knows? Hey, it's good to let people know. I think maybe that you're open to that shit. That's not a bother or nothing. It's in fact very cool when you get a huge raid. And again, thank you, Glower, for that raid earlier on. Here we go. Here come the guys. Let's do it. Now we head back and do the thing. I have, by the way, I usually just play these games casually, but I have one time done tried like the non-linear routes, right? Like I did an all cards playthrough where I did the all cards beginner route, and just like went through the tricks one by one. It wasn't quite a speed run, of course. It was multiple sessions for one, and two, I did use some save states to learn the tricks, right, and get through them effectively. But I was able to get through it before too long, and time at the end was like 6 hours or something, and it's like, oh shit, that is a good deal faster than otherwise would be possible with a casual playthrough, which typically is more like in the ballpark of 20 hours, right? I was pretty pleased with that. It's very cool to play Paper Mario in a different way. Get a game I have played dozens of times before, getting a little extra play, a little extra like getting a fresh experience just going through that entirely different non-linear route. I think is just a pleasure, a joy. Lining up this thing always gives me trouble. I guess it's just the very back. Yeah. Let's get in Boombella so we can do the tattle. These guys are just being real nuisances. These guys, they don't have nothing to do with Beldam or the Shadow Sirens, do they? They just happened to be at the station at the wrong time. I guess actually Beldam was the one that pulled the bridge up, or were these guys the one that did it? I guess I don't know. I would assume that they had some hand in it, but I don't know if these guys are associates or what their deal is. I wonder. Here are the Smorgs. Let's beat their asses. Oh, they got their guys in there. They got our guys in there. We are coming up on the end here. Chapter. What is this? Chapter 6? Next week, Chapter 7. Week after that, finishing the game. After that, GTA 5. Lots of stuff coming up. Folks. Alright, let's do a tattle. Tattle on the main body. It's alright. 50. Okay. You know what? Let's start with an art attack. Just take out the arms right away. feel like this is going to be more reliable than using the... How come that's not doing damage on the main body? Shit! Damn it. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna just destroy that one. Why not? I've always had trouble with the spring jump timing, so I'm just gonna do a ground... Fuck! Timing the spring jump is always challenging because it's like, it comes so fast, right? The window. Go... Fuck it! Motherfucker. Feels silly saying that, One more. Okay, Goombella, get in the back. I could really use a Quake Hammer right now, but I don't got it equipped. Also don't have any weapons. Tell you what, let's fucking just push for damage. Oh shit, it's defended while the arms are up, huh? Okay, go ahead and boost sheet, just avoid the attacks. Okay, I learned my lesson. Need to get rid of the arms first. Got it. Got it. I usually replay Thousand Year Door like once a year or so. But, you know, it's been a while since the last time I played. Probably a little more than a year, actually, at this point. So I'm a little fuzzier than, I guess, most times. Probably a thing or two I forget. About a boss or two. That explains why, Art Attack wasn't doing any damage on the main body. Can't attack the main body until the arms are gone. Did I switch to, like, Bobbery so I can do Bombast just to kill everything at once? That's probably not the most efficient way to do things, is it? Okay. 8 damage from that. Yeah, this time we're gonna do it. There we go. This should do it. We should have it right here. There we go. They're done. Perfect. A nice amount of XP. And the train journey is at its end. There's a little farther to go. After which, and a few more things to do. We'll be done with this chapter. And I will send y'all somewhere fun. You know, I'm also going to go get the Ultra Hammer before we close out here. Because, you know, getting the Ultra Hammer is good. That'll be the plan. Finish off everything left in this chapter. Go back to town, get the Ultra Hammer, save. And then I will send y'all somewhere fun. Let me see who's online right now, actually. Let me see who's online, anyone I'm following. Daft Husky is... Alter Mentality has 109 people watching. Wow. Holy shit, Alter Mentality. She's the one I mentioned earlier who's doing, co-op Zooter. Let me give Alter Mentality a shout out. Jeez. Alter Mentality. Alter Mentality. Great streamer. I was watching some of her stuff earlier. Anal Raid, Renew, Angel Days is a Mario Maker streamer. VG Wizard, also Mario Maker streamer. Yeah, we have some options. It might be fun to drop by, see what how Zooter is going. If she's still going when we clean up here, finish up here. Y'all like Zooter? Y'all like Ocarina of Time Randomizer? I want to play that. I'm gonna play that as soon as the other streamer I'm planning on doing co-op with gets all set up and shit. I don't want to say too much because I feel like, well, some people from some of the communities might be able to figure out who I'm doing the co-op with. But since they're currently not stream worthy, not up for a stream right now, that kind of narrows the pool down. But whenever that happens, definitely will do some of that myself, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We are... Yeah, let me just go ahead and top off my stuff. Well, 30 coins, Jesus. Let me take a little nap here just to top off all my HP, FP. Geez, this is a long elevator, huh? You better get like an item for this, for coming into this, this high class hotel. You probably don't. It's probably just nothing. Yeah, it's just a nice room that takes longer to get to than any other Toad house in the game. That's you know what? Touches like that are what make TTYD just fucking... What's the word for that? Like, it's touches like that make you go like, God damn it. That's a good touch. That's a good touch. Okay, we get an omelet meal made by Zesty. We do get a little something for our troubles. Okay, worth it. The curator is out. Unfortunately, the curator is Bennington, so he's gonna open it up. We're gonna go in. We're gonna do some platforming, and then we're gonna go into another place, and then we're gonna do some more platforming, and then we're gonna get the most important badge in the game. Most important badge in the game. Those guys are up to no good. Oh no, they've got the crystal star. Unfortunately for them, it's not exactly the real one. They're just going out through the window. Holy shit, 109. She doesn't usually get that many viewers. I wonder. I guess maybe some of the other racers rated in. That's fantastic. That's really cool. Good for her. I hope that, wish her all the success in the world. And I think that's where we're headed after this here. Alright, let's go up one bit at a time. I'm going to rest my mouth for a bit, rather than continuing to talk, I think. I have been thinking occasionally, like, I do tend to talk for most of my streams, and sometimes when you're streaming, you can just not talk, and just let the game's music carry the experience. Not that there's a lot of music right now, but you know what I mean. Streamers aren't always talking. They're often talking. But you can sometimes just let the game speak for itself. And you know, hey. TTYD. Hell of a game. Speak for itself. Alright. Grab the thing. Here we go. Important badge. This badge is very important. Well, we should fight one of these guys since there'll be a diary entry. But after that, badge time. Look at that. That's perfect. Just one of them. That's all we need. Not all of them, just one of them. 8? Okay, yeah. Normal jump. Will kill it dead. More than. Honestly, Goombella can also kill him dead with the Power Plus and the being ultra rank and all. Little off there. That's fine. Yeah, just jump on him. Let's just take him out one at a time, and now take out all of them but one. And we can take a little damage. Don't need a bingo right here. Jeez, that's a lot of damage, but it's dead, so it doesn't really matter. Jeez, 20 star points off that little battle? Each of those is 5 XP? We might be a little under-leveled. It doesn't matter. So long as we're kicking ass and nothing can give us trouble, don't need to worry about level. You know, that's just true of Mario in general, like Paper Mario in general. Since most of like your power isn't necessarily related to level, so long as you can make it through a fight, it doesn't matter what level you are, right? And that's true to, you know, it's I'll say it's harder to make it through a fight on lower levels. You know, you definitely need like more strategies, but for the most part, just casually speaking, you don't need to be like super high level. Of course, you know, probably need to be higher than. Oh yeah, here we go. Most important badge in the game. And maybe not the most important, but a very important badge. Look at that. We're Waluigi now. Fantastic. Just like my emote. Look at that. It's in chat. And also it's right here. Look at that. It's the one on the top row and 2 over. Look at that. Where we match. We match. We got the Crystal Star, folks. It's intermission time. And then it'll be time to call it. Nearly. Do we have to walk out of here? I think we have to walk out of here. And then it ends. And then it ends. Yeah, we gotta walk out of here too. We could kick more of these guys' asses. Guys' asses. For more XP, but we're fine. 2 is more than enough. At some point, I guess actually I was saying that it'd be 2 weeks. But at some point I need to do the Pit of 100 trials. And before I do that, I'm going to have to make sure to stock up on items. You know, get some healing items. Make sure we're not going in there with just, you know, without like being loaded for bear. We need as many healing items, as many life shrooms as we can bring, honestly. That would be ideal. And that'll be, I guess, like before the end. Or maybe we could do it after the end, I don't know. Actually, after the end kind of makes more sense, right? Be the highest level that we would be. We would have, you know, been through everything that's in the Shadow Fortress. I think that would make more sense than doing it, like, before the end. One last thing here. Princess Peach just got ratted out. And it's unfortunate because shit is about to go bad for Tech. Hello, Tech. What do you want today? You have reached a conclusion. A conclusion? Yes. This is a clever bit. Oh no, this isn't the bit. I thought this was... There was the bit earlier. That must have been earlier, yeah, with the quiz. Where it's like, okay, I can't tell you. But let's do a quiz, and then if you're right, I will tell you correct. This is not me telling you, this is you figuring it out on your own. Technically. We're on the moon, by the way. That was just revealed to us. That is the location of the final chapter. Not the final chapter, the penultimate chapter. The one before the last one. Oh, geez, there's gonna be a lot of backtracking before we get to the last chapter, right? Huh? Like, we're gonna have to go to every location in the game, chasing around a little white bomb. Who, we need to launch a cannon. The only thing, I love TTYD. You know, the creativity is at its highest point. You know, the chapters have a little more originality to them and aren't afraid to break out of the traditional, the structure of a Paper Mario chapter. But goddamn, there's a lot of backtracking also thrown in for good measure, and they could have pulled back on some of that. Very easy like. Still, it's top 5 for me. Top 5 all time of all games, despite its issues. It's not top 2. It's not in contention for the top slot, but it's up there. And I love this game. Could play it a million times. Though I haven't. That's the Peach intermission. Bowser intermission, and then I'm just gonna go get a hammer, and I will be done. And then I will send you all over to Alter Mentality, assuming she is still going. Which, we'll see. We'll see. Let me check again. See if she's like coming up on Ganon or something. Nope, still got a lot to go, it looks like. In Jabu Jabu's belly. Cool. Yeah. Probably send you over there. Alright, last Bowser level. I'll say what I said about this earlier. These Bowser levels. Say what I said about this earlier. These Bowser levels are pretty fun, but I do think in Super Paper Mario, they bit up a little more they could chew. This type of gameplay does not sustain over a whole 40-hour experience. But for 10 minutes worth of gameplay over the course of a 40-hour game, not 40-hour, over the course of a... Neither of these games are 40 hours. They're like 20 hours at tops. Over the course of 10 minutes of a 20-hour game, I think they're fine. I can't get the thing anymore. Fine and good. Oh, I can go down here. I got hit. As a small sequence in a longer game, these are fine. Taken to the extremes, they are in the later game. You know, Super Paper Mario. I do think that is too far, and it doesn't really hold up. It's mostly just... It mostly just, kind of folds under the pressure. If that makes sense. There we go. We did it. We did it, y'all. Let's go get a hammer. Oh, this is a good scene. This is a good scene. Y'all like this scene. Rock Hawk versus Bowser. Bowser, yeah, Rock Hawk, he's a champion, but, like, Bowser ain't pulling no punches on him. You know. Don't worry, that's not the real one. This is probably, like, the fucking closest they get to getting Crystal Star, though. Bowser and Cammy, sorry. Bowser and Cammy. It's just a fake one, though, and, Pain. Good line. It broke. It's a fake. Don't worry, it's not a real one. The Great Gonzalez has the real one. Bad luck for Bowser. Good luck for us, I suppose. Alright, saving. Two more things. Well, one more thing. There's like a little scene here. When we get back, and then I'm gonna go get a hammer. There'll be a small tutorial. And then we'll be ending the stream here. Want to thank everyone for coming by, hanging out with me, viewer levels, and then also Paper Mario TTYD. Want to extra thank I'm Glower for the huge raid earlier. That was great. A lot of the folk from that seem to have either a lot of folk from that are sticked around, or a lot of people have been dropping in as the stream has gone on, since there's a lot more viewers than there usually are, and I want to thank y'all for watching along. It's means the world to me, and support from y'all that lets me do things like get this here brand new mic. I just got a payout pretty recently for the first time from Twitch, and it's pretty incredible. Of course, I also work full time, so I'm not like wanting for, I'm not exactly dependent on the support, but hell, man, like paying for a mic or two, that's fantastic. I don't know I ever expected that to be something that would happen to this here channel. I'm blown away, man. New hammer technique. It's the same as the old one, but red and yellow. And it can break bigger blocks. I got it. Break that block. See you, Toadette. Don't worry, we'll see you later in Mario Maker. You're in Mario Maker too, Toadette. Not the last time we're gonna see Toadette on this here channel. Folks, that's gonna do it for tonight. Thank you all for coming by and shit. Let me pull up the schedule one more time. I will be back on Thursday with a night of checking out all the new releases this week. That's the plan for this Thursday. Roller Drome is coming out. Kirby's Dream Buffet is coming out. And the Splatoon Test Fire is coming out. So there's 3 games I want to play. I will be checking them all out for the first time live on air. I am now going to send y'all over to Alter Mentality, I think. Let me see, she's still streaming. Yep, she's still streaming. I'm going to send you over there. Folks, thank you for coming by, for hanging out. It has been a good night. Lots of fun viewer levels. And a good-ass chapter of Paper Mario. I've now gotten the full maximum power that Mario can be at, which is pretty rad. I don't think I have enough Star Spirits to get the Power Plus for partners yet, but whatever. Let's do that raid. Raid, Alter, Mentality. Alright, the raid has begun. Like I said, back on Thursday with those 3 hot new games. I will see y'all then. I hope y'all will drop by and hang out for that. Bye, folks. And good night and shit.